Can you guys hear us
Hey
now?
y'all.
Can you hear us now?
So
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
somebody press the button.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say who it was.
We gotta do a reset. We gotta do a reset. Okay. We gotta do a reset because it ain't no Nacho Monday without the Nacho choir.
Because it ain't no Bluetooth.
It ain't no Nacho Monday without the Nacho choir.
Ooh.
So y'all ready for this reset revamp?
Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Let's go, Chu. Let's go.
It's a Nacho Monday.
Okay.
That's so much better.
So, guys, if you would like to book us, just DM us at Nacho Average Podcast, and we will get back to you with any bookings if you would like to hire Nacho Choir. Thank you.
That's it.
So, you guys, thank you all for tuning in. We are the award-winning Nacho Average Podcast. We greatly apologize for the technical difficulties. We are a live show. Things happen, life happen, but guess what? The saga continues.
Yes.
So, I just want to give a shout out to Marquita Pratt, T. Nice Rowe, Mabry Young that's watching us. Shout out to Tia L. Henderson family. And thank you guys always for tuning in to watch your favorite podcast, Not Your Average Podcast crew. Yes. Without further ado, we're getting ready for a phenomenal episode. Yes. And if you guys would like to start with, how was your weekend? All I have to say about it is blessed. And I had a great time.
It's a good weekend.
How about you, Will?
Oh, I had a good weekend. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. It was it had its ups and its downs. Shout out to my family. Keep my family in your prayers. You know, we're going through a little something, but God is good and He's always gonna prevail. So amen. But that's it. It was a good weekend. Shout out to Griffin, my son's basketball team, and the Mamba squad.
Congratulations.
Yes. We had a good game Saturday. You know, them boys did their thing. So I'm happy for that. But yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Okay. I had a really, really good weekend. I was able to celebrate my cousin. She turned 45.
Yay! Go cousin.
Yes.
Shauna, right?
Was that birthday? Shayna.
Oh, Shayna. I'm sorry, Shayna. That's my girl. Happy birthday.
Yeah. And then also I went by to see Miss Marilyn for her birthday. That's why.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Miss Worthy.
Yes. Oh yeah, and that was my. And we went to church.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Ain't nothing like the Lord.
So I had a good weekend.
Yeah.
Good. My weekend was phenomenal. Went to the show. Went to sing DJ Cassidy Friday. Super Bowl Sunday. So everybody was lit somewhere. So we had a good time. Shout out to my brother Ray, aka Dirt. We had a good time in his crib. Shout out to everybody that came through. And showed much love. We had a good time. And that was pretty much it in a nutshell. Besides working, rolling and working. All grind, no breaks.
And shout out to Will for surprising me with the DJ Cassidy tickets.
Oh yeah, for
sure. It was nice.
Most definitely. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm your main man, William Hussey 365.
And I'm your girl, Ashley Good, better known as Ash Bash in your city.
Yes, and I'm your girl, Kimberly Hussey, also known as Miss Chewy Monroe.
And I'm your girl, Wendy Armstrong, also known as Wendy HLP.
Woo woo.
That's right, and we are
Not Your Average Podcast. Woo 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 woo. Hey, you better hold that note. I heard you.
I'm gonna get pumped up, man. Listen, we gotta turn this energy up because the guests we got tonight,
yes, sir.
They bring big energy.
So
we gotta go ahead and set the tone.
We
gotta set the tone for the throne. You feel me?
Already.
Without further ado, we'll go ahead and bring
That's
in
right.
our
Ain't nothing much to say. I can say about this man. He's one of us, y'all. Give it up for my main man, the myth, how you say it? The man, the myth, the legend, the voice of Carolina, the one and only B-Daht.
Absolutely. In the building. What's going on?
Once you get up in that chair, it's half the battle.
All right, listen.
I'm
gonna hold you down. I'm gonna hold it down.
Give us a minute. All right, we all in. Let go.
We in there. Appreciate my water.
I know.
6'2" with it. Talk about it.
Already. So how you
Everybody got
doing?
their names, man. I'm B-Daht, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
AKA Hung Low Jenkins,
Hey.
AKA wrapped around my waist 2 times.
Hey.
You dig what I'm saying?
Let's
Hello.
go on like this thing.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nah,
Thank
man.
you for that introduction.
You
That was
dig?
good. Yes, most definitely. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm great, man.
Good.
I'm great. Thanks for having me, man, for
Oh,
real.
yeah, most definitely.
Long
Appreciate
time
you
coming.
for blessing our platform.
Super long overdue. My girl, Wendy.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? I
Yes.
love Wendy, man. Like I was
love
telling my
you.
wife I got here, I was like, Wendy was the house when I was growing up that you could go over and you could just be grown.
Oh, yeah, she told us
You
about it.
dig
She
what
told
I'm
us
saying?
about
Like,
it.
you could go to
She told
Wendy's
us
house
about
and
it,
cut
too.
all the rules. Like,
Yeah.
me and Seven used to go over there, big shout, happy birthday to Seven. They call you Shane up here, Seven.
Hey.
Happy
man. You
birthday.
dig? For sure, man. Nah, but like, I'm just happy to be here, man. It's dope.
That's what's up,
in
man.
Greensboro for the evening, so see what's happening.
Most definitely, man. Yeah, we've been trying to pull this off for a while now.
We
You're so
have,
busy,
man.
man.
We
But I
have.
thank you, brother, because you
No
didn't
doubt.
forget about us. You know what I'm
Absolutely
saying?
not.
And that's one thing we appreciate about you and your genuineness, man, because you always are a big supporter of the city and people that got stuff going on in the city, man.
Yeah.
So we thank you because you could have been anywhere.
Yeah.
But you chose to be here with us on Nacho Monday.
Yeah, Nacho Monday.
That's right. You ready to get into it?
Nacho Monday. I am.
That's
Man.
right.
Y'all was in here singing and everything. I was like, let me get in there while they having fun, man. They got me out here with nephew. He's 12.
Okay.
Out there looking like a grown man.
That's my baby. That's my baby.
Looking at me. I'm sorry.
So let the people know, where are you from? Because we know you rep them Rams heavy, man. So I think a lot of people get confused, but
Yeah.
tell them where you from, bro.
All right, so I was born actually in St. Louis, Missouri.
Mhm.
That's where I was born. And when I was young, my mom, she got married to a guy, Jeff McLaughlin, who was from Danville, Virginia. So when we moved from St. Louis, we initially moved to Danville. And then I moved to Winston-Salem for a spell, did like 3rd grade in Winston. And then we settled pretty much in Greensboro. And I grew up in Greensboro, Mount Zion Baptist Church, Mendenhall Middle School,
That's what's
Grimsley
up.
High School, you dig?
That's what's
And
up.
then after graduation from high school, I just chilled for a minute. Like I didn't really know what I wanted to do. That was really, honestly, that was the time we was running around at Wendy's crib. Like that was real for real. Those are my formative years. Like, do I like Ice House? Do I like Steel Reserve? Like I ain't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I like cigarettes, 100 shorts, or Newport? So like just finding myself. And then my mom, she told me like, you can't stay here at the house. Like you have to leave my crib. Like you got to get a job and get your own crib, or you got to go to school. And I didn't want to work and have to support myself that way. So I was like, shit, I can go. Oh, my fault. I was like, sure, I can go to. Okay, I was like, I can go to. My fault. I can go to school. And they'll pay for me 4 years to freeload. You dig what I'm saying? Like they're gonna feed me, they're gonna house me. You dig? There's gonna be chicks there. You dig what I'm saying? Like let's sign up for that. And I didn't want to go to A&T because I'm from Greensboro, so I'd already been over there running around. So I was like, let me go to Winston-Salem State. It was the best decision ever, man. 2000, I started at Winston-Salem State, and that's where B-Daht was formed, and I just owe a lot of my successes to Winston-Salem State.
That's what's up. What was your major?
Mass communications.
Mass communication.
Yeah,
so it's
mass
really
comm.
what you're doing.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's I really didn't know that major just didn't have no math. So I was like, shit.
Let me rock with
that. For real, man. Like a lot of my success has been from being lazy. Like God has blessed me that way, and I'm very thankful for that.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
So what made you really want to get into radio after college?
Again, man.
Just being lazy.
No, I'm serious. Like it sounds bad when I say it out loud, but I was just doing an internship because I had to graduate. I needed to graduate and I needed to do an internship. And I was fortunate enough to meet Carlos, who was at Jams at the time, and he was the promotions director. And he allowed me to be an intern there. And at that time, I was already hosting a lot of stuff at Winston-Salem State. I was already a man. Okay, I was super popping, like super popping on campus, like in class with shades on, just looking stupid. Just it's my world. I do what I want to do.
Okay.
And, so like by the time I got to 102. They had already heard about this guy at Winston-Salem State who's making noise and whatnot. So I started there, and then they asked me that I want to do, that I want to work on the night show with Waleed, or do I want to do mornings?
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to work with Waleed. Like if anybody remember Waleed, like Waleed had it lit. Strippers up there, rappers, big weed smoke, like big thing, like throwing up the O's. And it was insane. I was like, I want all of that. Yes, Middle East. What you talking about? And I wanted all of that. And Carlos, man, he's still like a mentor to me. We were around the same age, but you know the old saying, man, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You know, always want to find somebody smarter than you. And he told me, he said, people work their whole lives trying to get into morning radio. If you get an opportunity to do mornings, you need to take it. And I was like, but bro, they want me to be there at 5 in the morning, bro. Like, I'm popping. Like, this is the pill era. Like, like you know what I'm saying? Like, if you rolling, bitch, I might be. Like I'm talking about, I usually go to bed at 5 in the morning. You told me to be up. Like, so I made that sacrifice though, and it was the best thing ever, man. I was the intern there for a couple months and started doing prank phone calls, and the prank phone calls really just set me the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Like people just really gravitated towards those, and from there I did 17 summers at Jams, man. I'm just
17. Wow, let's give it up.
With my horns. Get my horns and my sound effect. Clap y'all head.
Okay.
So speaking about 102, what's one of the biggest things you would say you miss about the station?
I miss Roxy and Drink.
Word.
Like I miss making magic with my team every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are two phenomenal talents. You know what I'm saying? Drink is really what he gives you every morning.
Oh, definitely,
He's just a ratchet, but very smart and very pro-black individual. Like that's just him. And Roxy is so smart and witty and funny and attractive and just confident. You know what I'm saying? Like she is the epitome of black women. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just loved being able to have my own team, 3 Live crew, and us being able to recreate the wheel every morning. Like every morning. We had to do the same thing. We have to make sure, like people wake up in the morning and turn on their radio to make sure that the world hasn't stopped. And you know what I'm saying? Like they get into their routines and turning us on and us bringing them in and them bringing us in. Like it was just rewarding, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you never get used to the times, like being at work at 5 a.m., 4:30, you never get used to that shit right there, ever. Like,
I don't know how y'all do it.
Temper tantrum in the morning. I didn't quit on the way to jail for many mornings. Y'all don't know. Like, you know what, man? But on the reels though, like those two, man, like, because that's what made us so great, because we really are family. Like our kids rock with each other. Like we're uncles and aunties to each other's children. Like, and that you can't duplicate that. You know, you hear other radio stations and you hear their morning shows and they're successful for whatever metrics they're successful by, but you can tell that friendship isn't there. It doesn't permeate through the radio the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know, that's what made us different.
And that's dope, because it's hard to find good chemistry when you're doing media.
100%.
Especially 100%. Radio.
Yes, because you got to be confident enough to know when to allow your co-host to shine, where you need to take lead, and you know where you should be the butt of the joke and be confident and comfortable being the butt of the joke. And all of us had our moments where, all right, Rock, you got to wear this. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to take this L. Frank, you got to take this L. God, you got to take. And the audience loves that, because because we were just very transparent and vulnerable. So it related with
super dope. While you talking and while you in that element of remembering that, give us one memorable moment that you feel, because you were talking about Rock, so you got to take one. So I just had a thought in my head. What's one of them memorable moments from back there, 102?
One of the most memorable moments from 3 Live that just always makes me laugh is when we first started. Like when we were first, because y'all got to understand, when we first started, it was a super transition. Like Kyle Santillion was mornings at Jams. You dig what I'm saying? And me, Kyle, and Tosh, we were the morning show for a while, and then this radio business is super, super dirty. Like, and I have attachment and abandonment issues. I learned in therapy. You did, like for real. Like, I work better when I'm in groups. You know what I'm saying? Like, and but it scares me, because I always know, whether it's from the divorce of my parents or whether it's whatever. Like, I just know that at some point it's gonna end. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that part always sucks, right? So from that space, like when we first started, they didn't know they were going to give us the morning show. They told me, they said, listen, I just need you to hold down this space until we figure out what we're going to do after they let Kyle go. And I'm already tore up about that, because Kyle is gone. I'm here. How does that look to the audience? Like, it's still people, it's like, oh, to this day, like you did that. Like, but I have no control over those things. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I knew that I wasn't gonna let Jam suck on my watch.
Right, most definitely.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't gonna be one of them conversations of, damn, Jams went downhill when Kyle left. Like, not with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, yo, like, we have to make this work. So I knew I was gonna rock with Drink. Like, Drink and I had been doing freestyle funny comedy show and all those types of things together. But the female I didn't know. And we were just trying out different females, and I would tell everybody, like, I would tell all the females the same thing. I would say, listen, when you come up to audition, if we ask you what your favorite color is and you say red, stay red. No matter what we say, you stay red. But what happens is, when you're auditioning, you don't want to ruffle feathers. So a lot of times we will come up and like, all right, what's your favorite color? Red. I'm like, red is stupid. Black is the best color. We black. Da, da, da. And every female would say, you're right. Black is the best. not because they wanted to lose, but just because I ain't trying to, you know.
Yeah.
Roxy was the only one like, nah, nigga, I said red. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay. We can smile a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, and me and Drake, I remember me and him talking like, yeah, like she dope. So we was like, so we had a meeting. We were like, listen, we're gonna be so dope that they're gonna have to take this from us. And that gets me to the story of us just throwing anything on the radio, just trying to make sure that people listen. And it was homecoming, and Drake went out on the streets, and he was tackling the football dummies at A&T. But all Drake had on was a jock strap and a helmet. That is it. That is it. A jock strap and a helmet. That is it. I'm talking about hairy ass Drake out there. I'm talking about balls out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm filming this footage for the content, and this fool gets down to the 3-point stand. And when he gets into a 3-point stand, his whole testicle region just dropped out. And I'm like, yo! I show it to Roxy. She's like, you gotta post this. So like that was what it was. But like Drake had to take it. Yeah. I mean, bro, you nuts.
That's what.
You're nuts.
No, I'm still.
Oh no, yeah, like nah, like that was one of those ones. But it's just one where he knew he had to take that L.
Yeah.
Like bro, like. You balls out right now.
Yeah.
So
you
let us
set yourself up for that.
Yes, sir.
You already know.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
So, guys, if you're just not tuning in, we are the award-winning Not Your Average podcast. We are here with the big homie B-Daht, aka B Money.
I'll take that.
Okay.
All the
So,
coins.
if you're just not tuning in, make sure you share the live. Share the live for a chance to win $25 at the end of each and every show.
Absolutely.
And 25 could turn into 250.
Mhm.
So don't sleep on Not Your Average podcast, okay? Because we're not your average. All right. So
They still doing them fish tables on Facebook.
they still doing the fish tables on
Hey, that
Facebook.
25 can turn to you never know. 25. Then your Facebook hat. You up there set.
Shout out to the fish tables.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Sorry, somebody still owe me some money.
My bad.
I ain't capping.
We're looking for you.
Okay.
That's the best place to put them at. But anyway, so different people consider success on different levels, right? How does success look to you? And at what time or moment did you consider yourself at your highest peak of success?
I would like to think that I haven't been there yet. I've had some very successful moments, some moments that made mommy proud. You know what I mean? Some joints where I looked around in the room and was like, damn, I can't really believe I'm right here right now. But I still have so many aspirations and so many things that I want to do. You know, like success to me is just honestly being able to provide for my family off my skill set. You know what I'm saying? Like off my natural abilities, like I'm able to provide a living or provide a career for myself where I can provide for my family. That to me is super successful.
Yes.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, and but my mom was successful. You know, my mom was a nail tech growing up. Like she raised us doing nails, you know, like a job that really isn't a necessity. I know everybody likes to get their nails done, but if you had to choose between food or nails, you're going to choose food every time. You dig? And she was a hustler to the point where she galvanized enough people to support her in that that skill set where she provided for me and my two siblings. You know what I mean? So like I always saw that hustler mentality. My pops, he played the organ at the church. So he was always like a celebrity in the church. I come from a bunch of pastors and I grew up heavy in the church. So being able to speak in front of people and know how to carry yourself, like in the church, the pastor and the minister of music, them the celebrities.
Yes, it is.
Everybody want to talk to them.
Yes, it is.
Yes, okay. You better not. Everybody looking over at you.
Okay.
So like I've always been around that status type vibe. Like, so that's always been comfortable to me, you know, like entertaining people and being in plays and stuff. Like I've always did those things. So that's always been comfortable to me. So when I find myself on Wild and Out, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, like I'm very happy that I'm very successful. When I do my own morning show and we have the best numbers in Jam's history at the time, like I'm very happy. I'm very successful. You know, like when my son does well and excel in scholastics and athletically, I'm very successful. When my wife and I are doing well, I'm successful there because marriage is one hell of a job. You know what I'm saying? Like that is some work. You dig what I'm saying? Like, so it's different ways that I base success, but I'm now in a space where I don't base success on the perception of others. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I had to really grow into that. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, losing jams really transitioned me into that. You know, like when I lost jams, a guaranteed income, a guaranteed salary. I knew what I was getting paid each month from just jams. So anything I made on the side, that was all, you know, extra residual or extra income, you dig? And to lose the guaranteed and only being able to operate off of the extra income, but still being able to provide in a way where our expenses even went up during the COVID and still been able to supply Christmases and birthdays and anniversaries. And, you know, I'm like, that's success to me.
Yes.
Absolutely. Let's clap it up for that.
Absolutely. Hit it back.
What we do?
I'm dropping
Don't
Jesus.
hate on us.
Don't hate on us.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Hold on, y'all.
Don't do that.
Because that phone ain't plugged up.
Don't do that.
And I bet you that's what it is.
What happened?
The phone, I think it died.
Oh,
Thanks.
I
you
know.
got it. The devil is busy.
It's all right, y'all. I'm going to put us back in the game. Here you go.
It's busy.
Got to put us back in the game.
Now, I'm pretty sure they can still hear you now.
Oh, they gave me, yeah, I know. Right? You know what? I tell you what, I say,
go
fuck
ahead.
jams. I tell you that.
So keep it.
Well, since we are live with audio, hey,
Yeah.
so I can continue.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Just put a picture with the voices.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah. You know what it look like.
So you're a man of many hats.
I am.
Man of many hats.
Yeah.
Did you you already said that you kind of went to the major because you was lazy, right? A little lazy. A little
Yeah.
lazy.
They
Okay.
didn't have no math.
No math.
No math.
So what is something that people may not know about you, or like a hidden talent or something like that people may not absolutely know about you?
Gosh, that's so difficult for me because I swear I feel like I tell so much that I almost overshare.
Yeah.
But like I'm real big on numbers. Like I'll rarely say 7:30. Like I'll always say 7:32. I'll never say 10 minutes. It'll always be 11 minutes because the number 11 is a very special number to me. The number 32 is a very special number. 23, 19, 16, 13. Those numbers are just some numbers. They really are the favorite numbers of my friends when I was at Winston-Salem State. So when I was at Winston-Salem State, we started a group with just my partners, and we were called GP. Right, and it's very juvenile sounding now. Like,
Oh, that's on GP.
But like GP was big shit. Now y'all sing y'all little songs and shit. Y'all didn't saying that.
Okay.
GP was the shit. Now we used to have a little call like GP, and then all of us say GP. You can't tell us nothing. So like from that space, like. My partners, we all had numbers. My number's 11. My birthday is 9/11, September 11. So 11 is my favorite number. My brother, his number is 32, and then 23 and 13. So those are things that are like, when you say what's something that people don't know about me, like those numbers are very, very, very important to me. Like I'm real big on numbers. Like even when I got married, like our anniversary is 2014, right? So 2/1/14. Is when me and my wife became one.
Aww.
And then the one, us, became 4 because it was me, her, my son, and my daughter. You
That's
dig what I'm
so
saying? Like 2, 1, 1, 4. Like I'm just real cheesy with numbers. That wasn't nothing to get an all. That's just how cheesy I am with numbers. Like I'm goofy with numbers like that. Like,
That was.
Yeah.
Let's give him an all.
Oh, yeah.
He on the team.
For the rest of the season.
Hold up now. Wait a minute. Now you stepping on my shoes. Now.
I'm an intern for producing.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. You know your role, boy.
My turn. All right. So, hey, B-Daht.
What's happening?
Sky 9.
I like that hair too, that red.
Thank you. You know, little B-Day, dude. Little B-Day. You know, I'm celebrating this year.
Are you celebrating? Hello.
Not your business.
Okay, not your business. Not your after Valentine's Day.
That part. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a couple hashtags, and I want you to explain to me what they mean to you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So my first one is hashtag the score.
The score.
Mm-hmm.
That was my sports show that I did early in Jams. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Dang,
Are we on yet?
you taking that memory lane for sure. Now the score. That was I just thought that was witty. Like again, something else crazy. Like I like wordplay. You know what I'm saying? Even in my comedy, I'm very witty with wordplay. So like the score, you always want to know the score for any sporting event. So the score being the title of the sporting segment just seemed like it was just a good branding idea. But yeah, the score was score date 0. What's today?
Give it to me.
Hey, hold on. What's today?
I got it right here. Hold on, look.
What's today's date?
12.
My bad.
Score date 02122024. Yeah, like that. Score date. Yeah.
What was that score last
Classic.
night?
Okay,
18
hey.
49.
Big shout out to my wife. She's from Kansas City. Huge Chiefs fan, man. So we did it big at the house. She about passed out about 8 times.
Yes.
I'm serious, like literally, like the oxygen stopped going to her brain.
True diehard fan.
Bro.
Yes.
Keyword on die last night, like 3 or 4 times. So I was happy that the Chiefs won that, man. But that was a dog ass game. Like,
Yes, it
that
was.
good, man.
Yes.
That
Even
game
the
was
halftime was like
Wasn't it
super
amazing?
good. Yes.
I like everything. Did y'all like the commercials too?
I did.
I did too. People thought I didn't like the commercials.
I like Beyonce's one. I was like, okay, sir.
It's $1 million per slide. We was trying to get on Nacho Average podcast on there. What was it?
Somebody lied to you. 7 million per 30
Somebody
seconds.
lied.
And they was all sold out.
Ooh.
Every year.
That is crazy.
I need to create a Super Bowl.
Black effect next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut
And
the
then when you
check.
get up in there, we can bring
Yeah.
That's it. We're going to be in the background.
Matter of fact, y'all need to come to the Black Effect Podcast Festival that's happening in April, man. Nacho
Yeah.
needs to be down there. I'm actually hosting that this year, as a matter of fact.
We got you.
But y'all need to look into that. We need to make sure we get y'all down there. So y'all can
Yes.
Sounds amazing.
That's what we do. That's something about. I had an interview with E Sud last week, and I was just talking to him like that's what we do in the 336. Like we are so loyal to the soil. You know what I'm saying? And the idea that we grow out and see what's great and come back and be like, yo, we want everybody to win. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all when we was doing the can't even remember the gala. Yeah. And y'all were out there just hustling, just getting to it. Like I love that about y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I love the fact that because it's the consistency that's gonna win. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of people that like the idea of doing podcasts, but everybody don't want to have the discipline to do it on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what's gonna win. So hats off to y'all, man.
Yes. Hit the button. Okay.
Not the little one. Never that.
Ooh. Okay. Next hashtag.
Okay.
Hashtag ugly baby.
Ugly baby.
Yes.
That was a video me and 50 did on YouTube, I believe. Things that'll probably get you canceled in 2024.
Yes.
Yes, like, but I mean,
I was gonna show it, but I was like, yeah.
There be ugly babies out here. And you always gotta compliment something else. Like, oh, there's some nice overalls. Yeah, like, oh, look at his eyebrows. Like, that baby's face is crooked and cursive.
He said you need to learn how to walk backwards. Like,
I
what?
ain't gotta forgot about that. Yeah, like that was early, man. Again, that was the Freestyle Funny comedy show years, man, where we were just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like just knowing that we had a talent and knowing that we were some funny guys, but figuring out how to put that in a package where people would spend money for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we knew that other people were successful putting YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff. So just again, the same way with 3 Live, just throwing stuff out there. The same with my podcast. I didn't know maybe you didn't either. Just throwing out stuff and seeing what sticks and letting the people tell you what works. Like 3 Live Crew was so dope because we didn't even name ourselves. Like we asked the people, like, what do y'all think our name should be? Like, we don't have a name, And this dude called up one morning, was like, man, y'all should be the 3 Live Crew. And we was like, that's a dope ass name.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Then a dude called one day and was like, I got a song for y'all, 3 Live Crew, drinking, rocking, B-Daht. And we was like, and that's always been me, man. Like, allow the people to tell you what, because they'll let you know what they want and what they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's up to you to listen. Like on some reels, like that'd be dope. With Tweezy, Antoine do that a lot, man. Just ask the people what they want.
Yeah.
They'll tell you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they will tell you. And if you listen to them, you can be successful with them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Hashtag Wild Out needs me.
Yeah, Wild Now needs me. That's when I was making my campaign run. Like, hell, get me on the show, man. Get me on the show. And I only needed that run because the first time I auditioned, I bombed and it was horrible. Yes.
Tell us about it.
Oh my God, relive that. It was so horrible though, man, because like it was one of those times where like God will humble you. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll get to a space in life sometimes on whatever where you just feel like you got here alone, or you don't have to practice, or you don't have to rehearse, or you can just go and just wing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, certain things, some things you can wing, but certain things, the situation deserves more. You know what I'm saying? Like, and life is all about connections, as y'all know. And Dolly Bishop, who is now the president of Black Effect, she was Nick Cannon's personal assistant. And they were bringing back Wild 'N Out. And they were doing auditions in New York and in Atlanta. And Dolly said, stop in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? I got some guys in Charlotte that you need to see. And Nick was like, all right, bet. So she hit us up like, we're going to do an impromptu audition in Charlotte at Power 98. Like, bet. So me, Bean, we drove up. We met Burp up there. So we go up here. We go to audition. Bean, being the consummate professional all the time. Like, I swear to God, like, Chico Bean is always prepared. You're never going to catch him slipping. In the fashion, in the comedy, like, you're never going to catch him slipping. And I never forget, like, the whole way up there, he just, in his mind, I just know the way Bean operates. So I could just see it turning, right? And I'm just like, shit, we're just going up here. This is protocol. Like, we're just going up here. Dolly that made him stop for. We're just going up here to shake hands. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a big deal. It's not a deal. We get up here, man. So it's an audition process. Like 30 people up there to audition. So I go in the room. They say, yeah. They say, all right, so why should you be on Wild 'N Out? And I'm like, shit, because I be wilding. Now I'm thinking. Now here's the thing, though. If you're from Greensboro, that works because you're familiar with the Wild Out Wake Up Show. Oh yeah. So yes, I do be wilding. So I'm like, yes. But to a room that ain't familiar with the Wild Out, nah, that's. Okay, all right. So you know how the show goes. Like, pretend it's a pretty girl right there. Play "Let Me Holler." All right. Dang. So they're like, okay. Well, do you do any impersonations or anything like that? At this time on the radio, Lil Prison is the most poppin'est thing ever. Yeah. Everybody loves Lil Prison. I know I can win with this. So I said, well, I'll do this character, Lil Prison, son. Well, son, he had been locked up, son, for some things he had done in the past, son. And in prison, you don't want to go to jail. And they looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? And I'm talking about, is Nick Cannon right there, is Dolly right here, who's vouched for us, is Now right here, who's the head producer, and I am eating it, yo. Like, I'm talking about it, and I just feel myself shrinking. And they's like, all right, is that it? And I was like, yeah. And they was like, all right, we'll be in touch. So I'm walking out the door. As I'm walking out, Bean is walking in. The door closes. Before the door even closes good, the whole room erupts in laughter. I'm talking about, like, I don't know what Bean's first words was, but I'm talking about he is killing with the first. I'm talking about killing. Like, and I'm just sitting there like, and mind you, this is my ride. Me and Bean So now we have to ride back from Charlotte. He's driving happy as shit because he knows he just killed it. Okay. I am crying on the phone. I know I killed it. I suck. Carl was like, how you know you did bad? You just know. It was fucking horrible. So Ben goes on to Wild 'N Out, and his first season he kills, and he's hitting me up. He's like, Dot, the stuff we do for Freestyle Funny is the same stuff we do for Wild 'N Out, bro. You have to audition again, yo. Like, you have to come. I'm like, man, they not gonna want me to come out here. He's like, bro, you have to come out here. So that's when I ran with the campaign. Wild 'N Out needs. I went out there. I flew out to LA. On a one-way ticket. One of my partners had a crib out there. I was like, I'm gonna stay on your couch. I'm not coming back until they're gonna get this joint. I flew out there, and I murdered the audition. Like, I was so prepared, so ready to have jokes that I knew. And I was like, if it's a fat person, I'm gonna say this. If it's a black person, I'm gonna say, you skinny bitch, I'm on your ass. So when I went up there and the Wild Style went crazy, and I'll never forget, Nick walked in, he was like, oh, wow, you came back? And I was like, yeah, I came back. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. But what messed me up a little bit with Nick was, like, I was on Twitter popping off about Nick Cannon months before they brought Wild 'N Out back, right? And just talking about Nick is lame and just all the shit we say about Nick Cannon. And this chick, when I start saying, yo, bring me on Wild 'N Out, she screenshot those tweets and she started running this smear campaign like, Nick, you shouldn't bring him back. Like, look how he was talking about you. So when I got to the audition, Nick brought it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was just like, Yeah, I had said some of those things, but everybody say those things. Yeah. He was like, everybody was saying those things. And then, so like it was water under the bridge there. But that was one of those moments where it was just dope being on set at like that's like comedy boot camp.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's lit. Yes. Hit your button. There you go.
Keep going. Never get back.
Yes.
Keep
Okay,
going.
so 5 seasons on Wild and Out.
Yeah.
What's your favorite episode?
Probably the Bow Wow episode. That was like the first episode I ever filmed on Wild and Out. I almost didn't get to ask the question because Tim DeLaGhetto, he had the exact same question. Yeah, Tim was going. So if you're not familiar, Angela Simmons is on Wild and Out. No, Bow Wow was on Wild and Out, and I asked Bow Wow and Plead the Fifth, who gives the best fellatio, Sierra or Rev Run's daughter, right? And like, is he gonna tell us or is he gonna plead the fifth? What's he gonna do? And so I started chanting the crowd, like, we want to know, don't we want to know? And they was like, yeah, like, we want to know, we want to know. The crowd was chanting, we want to know. It's like one of the most epic scenes of Wild and Out history, no cap. But before that, like a little bit of behind the scenes on Wild and Out, right? Like people always ask, is it written or is it freestyle or is it prepared? What's prepared is you know who the guest is the next day. Mm-hmm. You know who's going to be on your team. So I may know that I'm going to be on Nick's team. And so Nick's going to be my team captain. And on my team is going to be me, Bean, Fly, Los, Emmanuel Hudson, and Justina. That's us.
Powerhouse.
Yeah.
Right. And the guest is going to be Bow Wow. And Bow Wow got Charlie Clips. He got Hitman Holla. He got Conceited. He got, you know what I'm saying? Like he got a squad too, right? So now you're thinking, all right, and then they'll tell you we're playing these 3 games. We're going to play Let Me Holler. We're going to play Plead the Fifth. We're going to play whatever.
Family reunion.
Yeah.
Right. So now you're thinking, all right, so family reunion, I know I can't write. I can write jokes from that. Like if it's somebody that look like T-Pain or if it's somebody that got dreads, or if it's somebody that I got like one liner so that I go, this is my cousin Keisha.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like just put whatever my punchline is with that. You know what I'm saying? So then, but then like, all right, if I'm gonna play this, all right, I know that in the Wild Style, Khan's over there. Let me see if I got a line that I want to say about Khan, or if I want, you know what I'm saying? So that part is planned.
Oh, okay.
But you still have to go out there and execute.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's still a live audience that has never heard any of these jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And you think your joke is great. You go out there and it sucks. The audience lets you know.
Yeah.
So from this particular situation, Tim, I told Khan the night before, I'm like, I'm gonna ask Bow Wow who get the best head. He's like, bet. So next morning, right before we get ready to go on set, Khan brings me and Tim together. He was like, you niggas got the same question. And he walked off. And I was like, we got the same question. I was like, what are you asking Bow Wow? He's like, I'm asking Bow Wow who get the best head. I'm like, oh. He was like, that was yours. Now, mind you, Tim is already established on Wild 'N Out at this point. Right. This is my first season, first episode. I know this joke is gonna kill. I'm all in on this joke. I don't even have a backup joke because I know I'm gonna use this one.
Yeah.
And now I've just been met with an OG on Wild 'N Out, and he has this joke. So he's gonna run out there and say the joke before me, and now I'm gonna be left with nothing. He sees me saying all that to myself. In that 5 seconds, he sees that. He was like, all right, let's paper, rock, scissors for it. I'm like, paper, rock, scissors for the joke? He's like, yeah. I'm like, bet. Paper, rock, scissors, shoot. I lose paper, rock, scissors.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
So now I'm like, he was like, what? And he walks off. And I'm like, damn. I'm trying to think of another joke, something that'll be just as, it's time to take. We come out, wow, we introduce the cast, we in the pits. And he walks over to the pit and he says, Dot, it's your first season. You can have the show. I was like, are you serious?
Yes.
He was like, yeah. I said, oh, and like that literally is like one of the biggest moments in not just my career for Wild 'N Out, but like in Wild 'N Out. Like they run that on reruns all the time.
Yeah.
I still get residual checks for that, praise God.
Okay, residuals. Hit the button.
I mean, they be $7. They be $7 checks, but I still deposit them. I still deposit them $7 $7.48.
I am screaming. Do you get more money now that they've done the actors thing with the Actors Guild? Do you see any difference?
Nah, not really. Like when I tell you the royalty checks be $7, I'm being dead ass.
Yeah.
Like they be $7. Like, but like what happens is when I first so every time a show airs again, they'll send me a check for it. Like when I first started, like they might send me a $1,200 check for it. You never know when it comes. You just look, you're like, oh wow, residual checks. But then over time they drop down. So like now, literally, like they might send me like 15 checks from like episodes I've been in, all like no more than $19. You know what I'm saying? Like them drugs gets deposited.
Yeah,
that's
$400. I mean,
so all them reruns, y'all get checks. When we see them reruns on TV, them checks get
That's been always the goal for Wild 'N Out. They want to do so many enough episodes so that they can get them reruns and that residual money. Like that's the play in sitcoms. I mean, that's playing television.
So let me jump. Excuse me, Chuck. But when it's like that behind the scenes, like for a Nick Cannon that sells it to a network. He just get one big check, or he keeps getting a residual from doing the contract with that network.
In Nick's situation, I really don't know, but Nick Cannon is Mr. Collector Check.
Yeah.
That's one thing about Nick; he's gonna collect a check for real. So, like, I'm sure that he does not ever sell the 100% of nothing. Oh, okay. And Wild 'N Out is his baby. Like that's his. Him and Nile and T and D-Rec, like that's their baby. So I can't ever see him 100% selling that now. So if he did sell it, or if he did whatever to a network, he still, I'm sure, is getting a check from that.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Little behind the scenes.
You know what I'm saying? A little something.
Behind the scenes. Wendy.
We hopped in there.
Wendy. I want to go to Wendy's house and just have some shots. Just take some shots and get high as a light bill, just for old time, man. Just pass out right in the living room. And everybody used to crush on Wendy too. Y'all knew that? Everybody was crushing on Wendy too.
Wait, they still crushing on Wendy.
Let me tell you something about you.
Wendy love.
Wendy got that sauce. You hear me? On Wendy.
Okay.
That's from way back. Get on Wendy.
We be having that with that forearm.
Okay,
like,
excuse me.
But
I got Wendy blush. Okay, that's
why. She saved.
Oh, she saved. I'm sorry. Now, Wendy, no sauce. No sauce salvation. Wendy got salvation now. Now behold the
Lamb. You're funny. But I do want to say this before I tell you this. You really were my inspiration with going hair school.
Really?
Oh.
Yes.
No, tell me how.
Because
I never knew
all
that.
the time we would talk, and you always talked about going to college. You always did. Of course, you know, I was a young mama. You know, we was having fun and all that, but you always talked about going to college and doing something better. And I was doing hair at home and all that stuff. So as a friend, it inspired me. Like, I don't want to go to that college, but I need to make sure I go to beauty college.
That's dope.
You know,
that's dope.
So I just want to take
Look at you.
And I just thought I was over there high, just babbling.
He's over there motivating people.
Motivating.
And guess what she got now? A gold award.
With you being a comedian,
Yes, ma'am.
if you were going to have a big show, your dream show, okay? Just say this is your dream show.
Yeah.
Where would it be at, and who would be the lineup?
That is a good one.
Yes.
Because I think of a couple of different ideas. Like, people still want me to do another freestyle funny comedy show just because they ended so abruptly, and it was just such great chemistry with me, Chico Bean, Darren Brand, Drankins, Burt when he would show up, Tyler. So like having one of those in Greensboro to me would be like mind blowing. Like if we could do a FFCS at the Greensboro Coliseum, like that would be that would be, especially with the status and the celebrity that we all accumulated since, you know what I'm saying? Like that would be dope. A very just selfish, like something that I can sit out there and watch some of my favorites and just laugh hysterically. I would have to have Kevin Hart on that stage.
Yes.
Kevin is just still one of the funniest. I'll never forget. Y'all remember the venue? Kevin Hart came. Y'all remember the venue? Kevin Hart did.
I had a flashback.
He wasn't Kevin Hart. He was still Kevin Hart, but he wasn't the Kevin Hart we know. Nah, but like it was him. But Michael Blackson was the headliner. It was at the venue. Michael Blackson was the headliner. Toure was there, and Kevin Hart opened up for them. And it was like 30 people there. Y'all remember how big the damn venue was? It was a venue. And it was like 30. It was like 30. Y'all know they make anything club in Greensboro. Y'all know how it goes. But they so it was like 30 of us in there. And when I tell you Kevin came in there and killed like it was 3,000 people in there.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the testament that I always have to him. Like he didn't come in there on no, dang, it ain't nobody in here. Like, so what y'all want to talk about? Like, nah, like he came in there and killed, roasted the dude for like 10 minutes. Like was just funny. and this is before any superstar Kevin. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I see him now doing arenas, I'm like, that's well deserved, and he's very, very funny. So him, Mike Epps, Cat Williams, maybe Dave. Dave be like sometimes I love Dave, but sometimes like it's like with the music. Like to me, Dave is like a Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and I got to be in a real space to want to hear that. Most of the time, I just want to hear some ratchet ass tee me up, and Mike, I want to hear some Ice Spice. You know what I'm saying? Like you think you're the shit, you're not even the fart. That's what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like and that Mike Epps, Cat Williams, like they don't give me that type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the kind of
B-Daht too.
Yeah. That's the kind of energy I'll be on.
Chico Bean.
You know it. So that would be me.
Okay. Yeah. So name one word that describes you.
Relentless.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Relentless, man.
Good word.
I just, and I don't know, like I don't really take time to really smell the flowers, as they say. Like sometimes some people say, at least my therapist said, I need to take more time to, realize the accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for me, like I just want to keep going and just keep doing more. Like I just want to just keep entertaining on bigger stages. Like anytime there is, because like just realistically speaking, like I'm not gonna always be able to do this. Like I have one of those skill sets that at some time there is, because like just realistically speaking, like I'm not gonna always be able to I'm not gonna be able to run around hosting arenas, or I could do stand up and that type deal, but like I want to maximize it while I have the opportunity, while I have the health, while I have the mindset, while I have the capabilities, while I have the support, like while my kids are still young enough where it's super cool to them, you know what I'm saying? Like those type things are what motivate me. So like, I'm just relentless in my pursuit of continued success.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you see yourself in a lot more movies or a lot of movies?
Yeah, like it's this thing is so like y'all know how this business goes. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, like you it's a business, and you hope that you catch a break that they're gonna put you in the right position, but you just want to stay consistent with what you do. And that's why I try to tell folks, especially like nephew, you know what I'm saying? Like the younger cats, like you don't have to work a job you hate. Like we grow up, we so conditioned that you got to hate your job throughout the week, and then on the weekend you can have some fun, or you can get you a vacation once or twice a year. But no, man, like I am evidence that you can have a ball in your career. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I try to promote. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like I try to promote figuring out what it is that you would do for free, do it so well that they have to give you a fee. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I try to do.
Brother Knight right there.
Nah, for real, man. Like, like I just try to be an example of that. Like representation matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know a lot of time growing up, I didn't see who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like I was fortunate enough to grow up in the church and see certain things there, but like I want to be what I needed for this next generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I do like my podcast. I didn't know maybe you didn't either. That's why I'm constantly going back doing EOG pep rally tours. That's why, like I'm constantly trying to make sure that I'm tapped into that audience, just to let them know, like, you don't have to just rap or play sports. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be a part of STEAM, you know what I'm saying? Science, technology, engineering, arts, math, you know what I'm saying? Like make robot dogs that can dance, and like just all these things that weren't necessarily presented to us in a cool way. That's the thing. Like a lot of these things were presented to us, but they were presented to us as you can go to A&T from 12 to 4 on Saturday and learn about engineering. Engineering is a too multi-syllable word for me to ever want to do that on a Saturday. Like I don't want to waste my Saturday doing that. But if you're telling me, on Saturday, you're going to go for 4 hours and program dogs to dance and program drones to fly around and create your own movies. Yes, then it's like, I get to do that for just 4 hours. I want to do this all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's all in the presentation. So like, that's what I've tried to do. That's that skill set that I've been blessed with, being able to give information and share information from a space where it doesn't seem evasive and it doesn't seem like I'm trying to stand over you and educate you, but I'm just sharing with you some shit that I heard and you might find it interesting too.
Absolutely.
One more thing I wanted to tell you. I wanted to let you know how proud of you I am, because you didn't know. I don't know if you know this, but I was there at the Coliseum when you proposed.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
And I was sitting there to the side, and I was just looking at you like, man, I seen him grow into this man right here.
Right.
So I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you, Wendy.
Super proud of you.
Yes. Hit your button.
Oh, hit my button.
Yeah.
The proposal was a big deal, dog. Like Keith Sweat was there. It was a Keith Sweat concert.
Yes.
And my wife, man, she's an engineer, man, so she don't really do all the popping circumstance. That ain't really her thing. She like to just stay in the cut, you know. So like, but I wanted to do it on a grand scale. I'm dying.
Yeah, that's great. So, that's big.
I tricked her and told her, like, I got front row seats. She love Keith Sweat. We got front row seats. Oh, it's amazing. I was like, they're gonna have me talk at some point. They said Keith gonna bring me up just to, you know, radio stuff. I gotta address the crowd and everything. Yeah, she's like, that's normal. So when they got to the point, like, yeah, come on, like, all right, nervous as ever. Like, there you go. Yeah, I just want to say big shout to all of the couples in the building. Any married people in the building? And I was like, dang, man, like marriage is dope, man. Like I envy y'all, man, to the point where I would like to ask my girlfriend, Carla, and then everybody's like, oh,
yeah.
And she walked up on the stage. I dropped down. She said, yeah, Keith Sweat serenaded us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And we just celebrated 10 years February 1st this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Love wins.
It does, man. It's been work, man. Like that's my dog, though, man.
Yeah.
Like marriage is dope. Like it's dope just to have somebody that's got your back, somebody you can build with. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that you can cry to. They understand your successes and your failures. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just dope. And I'm just honestly happy that she's allowed me to be around long enough to hopefully, you know what I'm saying, for real, make her happy forever. Because I've just been in a space where in this line of work, you know what I'm saying, like you aren't always the best husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I pride myself on being a great father. You know what I'm saying? Like like nobody can say that I'm not a great father. And I just honestly want that same type energy towards being a husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's my goal these next 10 years for sure. Yeah.
Thank you for your honesty too. Don't like to show that side of it. Everybody want to look the look and play the role, but that's real talk right there. Appreciate it.
For sure. Yeah.
All right.
So guess
what?
What time is it?
Go ahead. It's time for it.
You have. I didn't know that. Maybe you didn't either.
I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either. Yep.
Yes. So now we have Nacho Average. Say what now?
Yeah. Say what now?
Nacho Average. Say what now?
Nacho Average. Say what now?
Okay. So with this game, we're gonna ask you a question. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
If you know the answer, you tell us the answer. Okay. If you don't, you say what now? Okay. And then we'll go ahead and tell you.
Okay.
Answer. Okay.
Okay.
So who going first?
That should be.
Oh, y'all want me to go first? Cause mine funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
I kind of wanted y'all to go first.
Oh, I see the little hearts and thumbs up too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me tell y'all. So you didn't know.
Well, you would have seen Whitney face.
No. Back at my house, that y'all was coming over there, getting on that chat line.
Not the chat line.
Hey, this way before marriage. Okay?
Yeah,
Hey, this is a disclaimer.
Yeah, no.
Way before marriage. Okay?
Hold on, I have to ask, what was your greeting?
On the chat line? No, I don't even remember. But what y'all don't understand is, we was addicted to the chat line. Yo, me, Angie, and Seven, we would go to random houses and random gas stations and anything just to use their phone to get the chat line code. Go to Whitney's house and be there for hours talking. We'll drive to Winston, to Thomasville to meet these mud ducks.
Meet them. And he had a water gun shooting if they was ugly.
Yes, they was mud ducks. We did that on many occasions. I'm talking about and my car was a piece of trash too. Like it didn't even it was. So imagine this raggedy ass car pull up. to see you. We just been talking to you on the chat. We pull up. We don't think you're attractive, so we spray you in the water and then put our asses.
Now that's funny right there.
I am screaming.
Oh my God. I ain't said mud ducks in 20 years.
Oh my
That
God.
is hilarious.
Yes.
Wendy,
Okay.
I need to prove the rest of your questions.
That was it.
Okay,
That was just my
I'll
question.
hop on back. You going, man? That ain't fair.
Oh
was a good
man.
one,
Okay.
All right, it's my turn.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, she did good.
It's her question, but she didn't even ask.
Okay. And it came with a story.
Little
hello.
God, the chat line. We were some perverts. It was so bomb. It was so horrible. Why do we do that? Oh,
I am screaming.
okay, I'm sorry.
All right. So normally I say period, but tonight we're gonna say dot.
I like that. I've been trying to figure out a way to work that in, but I can't do it. It's just
Okay.
that period is so powerful.
It is. All right. So who was the first African American to have a network radio show?
I'm gonna say this name, but I think it's wrong. But I feel like it's wrong. I'm gonna sound stupid as hell because clearly you're a radio show.
Okay. Communications.
You say what now?
Say what now?
Oh, you said say
I'm
what
gonna
now?
say what?
Now I don't even know who the hell Doug Banks is.
Okay.
Like there's been a quarterback.
That's what I'm about to say. Who is Doug Banks? You just grabbed the name.
I did. Why? Doug Banks played 3 years for the Redskins. Why?
Okay, so the answer is Jack L. Cooper.
Oh no, I never would have guessed that.
Yes, in 1929. Did you even know radio went back that far?
I did to 1929.
29, yes.
dope.
He became the first Black radio announcer, producer, and host of the All Negro Hour on WSBC in Chicago.
WSBC.
Yes.
You know what? I may have. Yeah, that's dope. Big shout to Black folk. Big shout to Black folk. I root for everything Black. And I went to if y'all ever go to Nashville, Tennessee, there's a National Museum of African American Music. It's a museum dedicated to its Black folk and music.
Oh wow.
I'm talking about, it is the most I don't want to say life-changing experience. I don't want to oversell it, but it's super dope in the way that it just takes you from the tribal music that came here to the wade in the water, the spiritual music, how that turned into jazz and the country and to that whole ragtime music and how we eventually got to hip hop and just seeing the greats of those eras. And they had early radio personalities and early disc jockeys. I wonder if he's on that list. I'm almost positive he would be, but that was a good fact right there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. I did not know that.
Say what?
Yeah, say what?
What is the oldest Black city in North Carolina?
Oh my gosh, why'd you have to put the North Carolina stipulation on it? Damn.
Year.
That's totally messed me up. That totally threw me.
And what was I supposed to say, y'all?
No, if he don't know it, he say what now?
Say what? Say what now?
Nah, man, I don't just fold like that. Now, hold on, I gotta try to at least throw out
Educated
a guess.
guesses.
Yeah, educated guess. All right. The oldest Black town in
North Carolina.
The oldest Black city.
Oldest Black city. I'm gonna say Monroe.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Monroe, North
Good
Carolina.
guess.
I went there and it was like 12 people.
Yes,
But that's
legit.
that was a great
That was a
guess.
great
That was a
Thank
great,
you.
great answer.
Thank
Great
you.
answer.
Damn.
Say what?
Princeville, 22 years after emancipation freedom in Edgecombe County, incorporated Princeville, the state's first town founded by African Americans.
Princeville.
Princeville.
Yeah.
Where's Princeville? Is Princeville still around?
Gotta be.
Say what?
Y'all ain't do no homework. Y'all ain't do no follow up. Let's Google oldest Black town.
They're gonna follow up.
Say what?
They'll follow up on the Black effect.
Okay,
You like
yeah.
that?
You don't have to.
You
Did y'all
tell
know
us.
that was an all Black town. They were trying to do Soul City. Now I was familiar with that. Y'all familiar with Soul City? Oh yeah, no, the Soul City was like that right there in Siler City. Yeah, say what? Siler City, where they were actually trying to make an all Black, just nothing but Black people and Black businesses, and they didn't get the correct funding for it, so the joint
Was
had to
they
shut
like our
down.
Black Wall Street?
It was supposed to be set up to be like to mirror what Durham did. Yeah. But they didn't get that. They stopped the funding. But you can look that up. Soul City.
Dope.
Yes.
Dope. Okay, so mine is, who was the first African American NBA coach?
I know you know this one.
I know you know this one. That's all. I know you know this one. No, I don't. Okay, what you're about to get is an educated guess. Shit. Now, just based on facial structure, I wanted to say Phil Jackson, but I know that's not right. I just know he old in the face, but I know that's not accurate. The first black head coach. Okay.
I'm gonna give you a year. 1966.
Yeah. C.E. Gaines. Or we're going. No, wait. McClendon.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Damn.
You close.
What'd he say?
Oh, you got a lifeline.
Louder. Damn. Oh, Bill Russell?
Yes. Woo! Say woo!
Bill Russell. In 1966, who won a record of 2 NBA championships titles during his 13-year career with the Boston Celtics. Yeah. Give it up for B-Daht, y'all.
Yeah,
B-Daht, y'all.
Yes.
11 of them.
Both hands and you can go to the toes. Like
Yes,
Bill Russell
yes,
got
yes.
rings. That's when I'm gonna get to talking that
All right,
champion.
we're going to jump into the comment.
Oh,
Get ready.
okay.
Hold on. We find it. Where she at?
So
What they talking about over there?
take me back to the
What do you
10.
want to know about?
And if you're just now tuning in, we are here with the phenomenal, awesome B-Daht in the building. So make sure y'all share the live for a chance to win $25 at the end of each and every show.
Yeah.
And today is Nacho Monday. So thank you always, Nacho family, for tuning in. And we're about to jump up in the comments. So look, shout out to Tone Mac. He said, Cumberland Court, CC
You
Fort
know it.
Life.
Hey, now Tone Matt, that's my bro.
Oh, you gotta slow down because
Hey, I see Tone Matt right there. Now
So
that's
keep
my
scrolling.
bro. Hold on, what are you talking
Okay.
about? No, Tone remember damn Frank balls falling out.
Oh God.
No, Tony Matt, man, like what's funny about Mac is me and him grew up in Cumberland Courts together, but our last names, my last name is McLaughlin. His last name is Mac. So we grew up in the same homerooms all through middle school. Like
That is
all through high school.
lit.
Like that's my bro. Like so seeing my boy Maserati Mac.
Maserati
doing his
Mac.
thing, you know what I'm saying? That's my guy, man. Nothing but love. And Cumberland Courts for life. You already know that. Big shout out to all my Cumberland Courts.
That's funny.
Yes,
So Mickey Hughes says yes, entrepreneurial mom.
yeah.
Evangelist Carol, Carol Cubbage. I love that. Success is a lot of things at different times.
I agree with that.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
She also, Evangelist Cubbage also says loyal to soil.
Yeah.
Loyal to soil. That was dope.
Yeah.
When
Yes.
you said that.
That's 336, baby. We loyal to the soil for sure.
Your Journey Life blogger enjoying the show. Shout out to Jazzy Tees over there at Monkey Face. Shout out to her.
Yes.
Shout out to her. Marquita Pratt says,
We still love them. Best
Marquita
shirts in the
Pratt
world.
says, if you could meet anybody in the world, who would it be and why?
God, if I could meet anybody, I assume she say living.
Anybody.
I'm gonna say The Rock.
Really?
Yes, man. The Rock is just like,
The Rock
first of all,
laid a little bit.
he was my favorite wrestler. Like I just always loved The Rock, but like he's just so smart and so calculated and so successful, and like he's one of those people that I just really want to meet. Like I just want to. I wish I could just pick his brain. Just some people you just want to pick their brain just to see what makes them tick. Like The Rock is one of those people. Like I've been fortunate enough to meet a lot of people that I once had on the list. Like I can't wait to meet. But The Rock is somebody who I haven't met. Like somebody that's in the past that I wish I would have met was Stuart Scott. Like Stuart Scott was somebody who was always like a super, super huge inspiration to me. Like, and so like, that's why when I was, doing Carolina stuff, it was dope because like, he was always just, again, representation matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you see people in spaces and it makes you be like, damn, like I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it gives you a little bit more confidence, and like seeing him swag out the way he was, but still make it cool and still be professional. Like I just always thought that was the best. He was from Winston. So like I always wanted to keep it locked with him.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Stu Scott from Winston, man. Yeah.
Super
Trey
dope,
Cole.
super dope.
Who's the most memorable person that you met on this journey?
Gosh, that's a tough one. I guess from a celebrity standpoint, Lil Mo.
Not Little Mo.
Reason,
my girl.
Lil Mo. The reason Lil Mo is because Lil Mo is like the first celebrity that ever interacted with me and made me feel seen on social media.
Nice.
And I just never forgot that.
Yeah.
Another person like that to me is Lil Duval.
Yeah.
Like, that's my bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he's somebody who back in the early Twitter, like he used to just tweet where he was gonna be at. He was like, yo, I gotta be in Richmond, I think it was Richmond, Virginia. And I hit him up with a tweet like, yo, let me come get some time. He was like, shit, you come up, I'll put you on. And I remember it was Mother's Day. And I'll never forget telling Carlos, like, yo, Lil Duval said if I pull up in Richmond, he'll let me do like some time. And she was like, all right, go. And I was like, yes. I drove to Richmond. And then when I got there, he was like, nigga, you drove up here? And I was like, yeah. And like, he's like, well, go up. And I went up, and from there, we've been locked in since. Like, but he's one of those people that, like, Duval got one of the biggest hearts. It's way bigger than his body. Like, I really don't know how it fits. Like, he's a super, super giving, compassionate dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Super dope.
So
Super
Duval.
dope.
Nice.
So Marquita Pratt says, do you have daily affirmations?
Absolutely.
Do you do daily affirmations?
Yeah, my daughter and I, we do the daily affirmations every morning on the way to school. And they pretty much sound like today will be a great day. I feel good, I look good. And with her, they started because she's a chocolate, just like you, chocolate, gorgeous, in a predominantly white school. And I just always wanted her to know that her black does not make her inferior, even though that may be what she may feel sometimes. So that's what started the affirmations, and they just sort of built from there. But yeah, we do affirmations every morning. Change behavior is the best apology. How you do anything is how you do everything.
Absolutely.
You know, like we just
super dope. I'll let you have it tonight on all that Ram stuff.
I mean, you know, I ain't even come in here set banging though. You see, like I ain't even coming here set banging. I ain't do no SU stuff. I ain't even throw the W. I'm throwing the W up now, but y'all can't even see it because it's
right. See,
like
but
so
I can hear it. So look, put a picture with a voice. Okay, put a picture with a voice. But anyway, I'm gonna do a little Aggie pride.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, do you ever regret not being an Aggie and going to WSSU in any form or fashion?
No, I really don't. And I'm gonna tell you why, man, because again, B-Daht, there was no B-Daht before Winston-Salem State. Like that nickname was literally given to me by one of my friends at Winston-Salem State. Like everybody called me B at the time, but he was like, yo, it's a bunch of B's, yo, you B-Daht. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is 2000, so that's right at the right time where everybody's doing .com, this and that. He's like, you B-Daht. And there was a dude on campus named .com. So I couldn't be B.com. So it was just B-Daht.
B-Daht.
And I'm talking about, and like that, and really like Winston, it was dope for me because it was far enough where I was away from home, but it was close enough where I could still come and kick it with my partners now. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, I started to grow away from certain people because they didn't want to come to Winston. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I dig that, but that's where I was. So like I started to gravitate more there. And Winston is an interesting place, man. Like Winston always feels like they have to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like whether physically or professionally, or they always feel like they're in the shadow of Greensboro.
Yes.
Whether it's collegiately, whether it's the streets, whether they always feel like that. That's why when they used to come to Greensboro and just act so ignorant, is trying to not necessarily like trying to be ignorant, but just trying to show like we doing the same things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I really got to really I don't know, like just really just immerse myself in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I love those people down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Winston, like even when you think about Laura Lard versus RJ Reynolds, you know what I'm saying? Like there's always this Winston-Salem State versus A&T. You know, there's always this competitive Greensboro versus Winston-Salem situation. So like, I'm glad I could be a product of Greensboro and still build a legacy in Winston-Salem. Like that makes the Triad my home.
Super dope. Yeah. And with you talking about, you know, how you got your name B-Daht, it took me to this question. Who is B-Daht and who is Brian?
Right.
Differentiate the two.
Now that's interesting because for the longest, they were the same person.
Okay.
Like to the point where Brian was gone. Like on some just on some like scamming was prominent.
That's not it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I legit had an alias that were the phone
Hold my
under
face
Marcus
in my
Patton. Like Brian McLaughlin, when I got to Winston, didn't even exist. Like I'm serious. Like I was just, and so I sort of lost Brian McLaughlin in my journey of becoming B-Daht. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what I think brought me back to differentiating the two is really therapy and saving my marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to understand that B-Daht out here in the streets is not the same person that comes home to Carla and Isaiah and Ryan. You dig what I'm saying? And like being able to compartmentalize those, you know what I'm saying? Like, but B-Daht is an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? Like Brian is funny. Brian is witty, but Brian is emotional. Brian's super emotional. Brian is yeah, like he's emotional. Like he gets scared. Like Brian, he gets sad. Like he gets nervous. Like he doesn't know sometimes whether he's coming or going. You know what I'm saying? But Brian is caring and Brian is giving. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Brian is compassionate. You know what I'm saying? Brian is loving. B-Daht is an entertainer. B-Daht always know what the fuck is popping. B-Daht always know what he wants to do. B-Daht is super confident. B-Daht can be a bit misleading sometimes because in that space, B-Daht wants everybody to have a good time. So sometimes B-Daht can overpromise. You know what I'm saying? Like, because again, like I just want everybody to have a good time. And yeah, I'll definitely be there. Yeah, I'll definitely do your podcast. Yeah, I'll definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't do it, man. Oh, you let me down because I thought that weren't my intentions. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just a people pleaser. You know what I'm saying? B-Daht is a people pleaser. You know what I'm saying? Brian is more the foundation of that. You know what I'm saying? Like Brian is the smart kid that, you know what I'm saying, like, but doesn't necessarily want to show how smart he is because that doesn't necessarily seem cool, and he wants to be cool, like the very vulnerable. That ain't B-Daht. B-Daht is super confident. B-Daht knows he's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, so those are a few differences and similarities of the two.
I appreciate that because in this generation we're living in today, that's very important for like people to hear that.
Yeah.
Because things they can be such like a facade out here in this world. So for you to basically let the world know that, you know, listen, I struggled at one point who Brian was and who B-Daht was, you know, we appreciate your transparency on that. And that will definitely help people in a way that you couldn't even imagine to help people. Because it's a lot of people out here, even us, I'm sure at some point in our lives, we may have been lost in certain things that we done, you know, where we were at. So we appreciate your transparency and things like that. So just thank you for that.
No doubt.
Give it up for B-Daht.
Give it up for the production team for fixing the cameras and everything. And us just keeping it going.
At that moment, I want to give you my job.
Right. But I do gotta say one thing, man. Listen, this is like the definition of keep going. You get what I'm saying? Because we do this every Monday consistently.
Right.
And when we finally can match the schedules with B-Daht, this is what happened, but we kept going.
Right.
We kept talking. We keep going. So you gotta keep going.
You gotta keep
going, y'all. Keep going.
And you know what, to that, man, like I had wanted to come on Not Your Average, man. Like I had been wanting to come on here, but like at first when I was requested to come on, it was right after the Jam situation. And it was just so like, I was really, really, like, I don't think people understand that was a very dark time for me. Like that time hurt me more. Like I've never had to make a more professional and selfish decision, because a selfless decision would have been just, I'll forget it. I'll take whatever money y'all give me because I know the audience needs me. I know 3 Live needs me. I know the ratings need me. Like I'll stay, forget it. But I had to be selfish about what I knew I deserved. You know what I'm saying? Like, and walking away from somewhere that was the only professional job I ever known. I'd done 17 summers there, like, and 10 with 3 Live, like, to know that I wasn't going to see them the next day. Like, I just couldn't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't, I wasn't in a space where I didn't even know what I was feeling emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just knew that I didn't want to lose that, but I knew that this podcast was something I was very, very passionate about. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew that I wanted to get that product out, and the conflict there with the Odyssey versus iHeart and not being able to do the two, and then monetary issues, like it was just too big. So like I just say all that to say, like I've been wanting to come here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but so I'm glad that we could finally make it work. You know what I'm saying?
Me
like,
too. Yay! Big Nacho.
Because I'm real. Like they could have been like when I was like, yo, I'm ready to come on. Like, no, we gave you your opportunity. No, thank you. We just had Roxy on. That was good enough. I said, damn, Ross came on here playing games and everything. I feel like I should have brought some damn cupcakes.
Okay.
Damn, Ross tried to set the buck. Look at production over here. Oh, like I did. Wait a minute.
Yes. Say what?
Yeah, like a ton of comments. Stephanie Finley says he's not only funny, but he's an artist too.
Yeah.
So he's an artist
Yeah. Thank you.
And she said, ask you, do you still draw and paint?
I do. Hold on. Who is this? The no man.
Stephanie Finley. She's
she
calling you
out.
out.
Like when I graduated from high school, drawing is all I did. Like I had a full ride to the Art Academy in Cincinnati. And I turned it down because my mom had really just finalized her divorce. And you know what I'm saying? Like I just felt like I was the man of the house. I needed to stay there. I was really nervous. I was really scared to go all the way to Cincinnati and leave North Carolina for whatever reason. Well, I know what the reason was, like just being away from home and just being coddled. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When my mom and them got divorced, like I remember being 16 years old and she would still cut my steak at restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of foolishness. Like, it's embarrassing. Like seriously. And I remember my stepdad when she got remarried, and she went to cut my salad at a restaurant one night, and he took the salad from her and slammed it back down in front of me. And he was like, "You cut your own damn salad, man. You a man." And I remember being so mad at him, like, who the fuck you think you are to come in here and like, you're a stepdad, like you are, like bro, like I've been here. And I remember he was the same dude that told my mom, like, he's got to get out of this house. Like he's 20 years old, still staying at the house. You know what I'm saying? Like he's perfectly comfortable, fine, going to Wendy's and staying there till 2 and 3 in the morning and coming home. Seriously, like that's how we were living. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I remember being so angry with him, like, how dare you think you can put me out the house that I've been living? Like I've been paying some of the rent here. Like we stand up, like stop playing. Like who do you think? And it was the best thing ever, man. Like and even those type of situations just showed me how important the man is in the household. You know what I'm saying? Like because a woman / mother's just her instinct is to protect, it's to coddle, it's to damn make sure that nothing happens to her baby. Where dad knows that he got to go out there and scrape that knee in order to be stronger. Mom don't ever want, and it hurt us too. Like we don't want him to hurt too, but we know that ain't nobody out there gonna coddle him. And the more you coddle him in here, you're really doing him a disservice when you send him out there. And it's no knock to moms. That's your role. You're supposed to coddle. Like we thank you for that. We're appreciative of that. But the male dynamic is so important. And he presented that to me, even from a stepdad perspective. And I just have nothing but love for that.
Oh, that's so amazing.
They deep in these comments.
Okay.
Don't get me.
Talk to me.
So,
do I still draw and paint? Yes. Me and my wife, she's a project manager, engineer. So we always have constant competition of who can draw the best, who can color. Like that's one of our little things. But yes, I definitely draw. I have a book at the house where I draw like just sketch, not nothing real big like that anymore. But yes, I do still get down, Stephanie.
Hey.
MCZ, what's happening?
So Corey McCann said B-Daht, North Hills in the building, North Side Winston.
North side of Winston. Oh my gosh, a whole lot of lost nights over on the north side of Winston, man. You already know. Big shout out to Corey. What's happening?
Dina Wright says Ramley, always doing big things.
I mean, I appreciate Winston-Salem State. What's up?
Ramley is so cute.
Yeah, that's our Ram family.
Never heard of that one. You know, we're Aggies over here.
That's okay.
It's a little Aggie pride in here.
Aggies do.
The Ramleys out there.
Okay, so shout out to Sheena White. That's Fiberspace, right?
Oh no, yeah, that's
shout out to Fiberspace. Dope space.
And let me tell you about Sheena. Sheena's dope because I also do a hosting course. Like because I've been fortunate enough to create my own career in the idea of PA announcing and arena hosting and stuff like that. A lot of times when I'm booked for spaces, they say, "Hey, like, you got somebody, you can't work it. Can you got somebody that can fill in? I never have anybody that I can reference. So I was like, yo, I need to just teach my own hosting course. So last fall I had 10 proteges. And Sheena was one of my proteges.
Oh, nice.
And Sheena came in. Initially, she wanted to do arena hosting. And just real quick, arena hosting is when you go to a game during the timeouts, the person's on the microphone talking. And then when you're listening to the game, the PA announcer is who's calling out the game and that. She wanted to do arena hosting. But after I taught her the intricacies of game day entertainment and how many different components it is, she took a liking to that. So I had an event out in Las Vegas, and Sheena came out to Vegas with me, and I had an event in South Carolina, and she came to South Carolina where she was actually the game manager for the entire event.
Oh, wow, Sheena!
Like, that was super dope. Sheena works her ass off, man. Big shout to Sheena. Big shout to Fiber Space, man. The things she's doing down here, downtown Greensboro, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, real quick. You did host the Swarms. You also did the Tar Heels.
Yeah.
What did you take away from both of those experiences?
That my style cannot be duplicated.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a one of one when it comes to that space, arena hosting and PA announcing. The Swarm was a situation where I'm really, really, really busy. So getting back from Charlotte to Greensboro by 4:30 for game times and stuff, it just really wasn't conducive to me. And I didn't want to. I've been with the Greensboro Swarm from when they started. Like, I did 7 years with the Greensboro Swarm. You know, I was like the oldest tenured member of the Greensboro Swarm. So, like, I didn't want to burn down that bridge. I didn't want to go out bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, I'm always about going out like MJ against the Jazz. You know what I'm saying? Let me go out, you know, my follow through up. So that's sort of how we left that. And, you know, like, I still got a lot of love for the Swarm and the Hornets. With Carolina, that was like a trial type situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it was a whole lot of conversations of why I'm no longer there, but I really won't really get into much of that. But that space was dope because it just showed me that the skill set translates. Yes. Like, I'm super, super black. Like, I'm super urban. Like, I'm super ratchet. Like, and to be able to be in front of 21,000 people for 16 games a year, majority of them white, majority of them old white, and for them still to respect the swag, for them still to, at the end of the game, just be like, gosh, you are the best thing that we look. I'm talking about from 8 to 80. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Like, just every single game, overwhelming response of just love and gratitude for what I did to enhance that environment. I know that the people that experience that will never forget that. And that it will never, ever be duplicated again. Like, and those are things that with both of those, even with jams, I've learned to not cry because it's over, but smile because it happened.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Like, just enjoy the fact that I did get to do that. You know what I'm saying? I went from a super, super, super Carolina fan to actually controlling the Dean Dome for 2 full seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something that I never had on my bingo card. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not see that happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just rolling with the blessings, man. Like, but what did I learn from that? That the skill set translates.
Yeah.
You know
That's
absolutely.
Good.
Y'all, we got to clap it up for that because they let us in.
Okay, the Rams.
So, I know you guys love B-Daht so much, but I have to grab one more comment, okay, guys? Marquita Pratt says, what advice would you give to the youth in today's society?
I would tell them to enjoy life, enjoy what you're doing, and find out what you enjoy the most. Try everything. Like, one of my biggest regrets is, even though I was a mass comm student at Winston-Salem State, I don't have any mass comm footage. Like, I was not part, like, I was, like, again, like, I'm just a street dude, like, and not street in the idea of, you know, like, soul dope, like, I'm thug, like, I'm just street in the idea that that's where I come from. Like Cumberland Courts, like, running around to the Hamp and Smith Homes and living in River Birch over there by Hidden Lakes, and, like, just, that's just what I know, like, cutting corners and getting by and coming up with enough money to get a pack of cigarettes for the 3 of us. Like, that's my core. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, from that space, I never knew the skills that I was honing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know. I was just honestly doing what I love doing. I remember me, Angie, and No, not seven. Not seven. Seven. She was like our manager, if you will. But we had a little rap group. You remember Serious Mischief? We had a little rap group called Serious Mischief, right? And it was me, Angie, and I can't remember my boy's name right now. It's driving me crazy. It was Isaac's brother. But nevertheless, like that, those silly things just taught me, like, us trying to put together songs and stuff like that. Like, I never knew I would be in radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I was honing those skills. Like at work, when I used to work for Sears Credit Central. And I remember they used to come in and be like, yo, we have to, that was like the best job. Like, that was the best job. Like, and I remember, like, before they would have meetings, they would say, listen, we know this meeting is going to be boring. Brian, could you please just wake the crowd up a little bit for us? And I didn't know that's yeah, like, but that's basically crowd work that you do at any like award show. Like if you go to an award show or something, there's always a comedian that comes out that tells jokes and get everybody on the thing. Like I was honing those skills and not even knowing, like God was putting me in positions. Even like I was a felon at 16. Like I caught a charge I used to work at Celebration Station, right? And they used to have token rolls. And I remember I would give the token rolls out and like they would be $10 for a token roll. So I would give a token roll, put the $10 in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, and one night this dude stitched, we got caught. I got an embezzlement charge. But like, even from that, I was like, I can never get a job where somebody pulls my record or looks at my transcripts. I'm 16, so I'm like a junior in high school. My grades ain't the best. I got an F. Like, I'm always gonna have to be able to talk. I'm gonna have to be able to speak to get a job. Like you, if you look at my transcript, you're not gonna give me the job.
Right.
But if you let me talk to whoever's hiring, I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've always carried myself that way, like to the point where that's how a lot of things come. Like just y'all know, it's in conversation and who your friend. I'm not afraid to talk to people, like in plays and stuff at church, like talking and doing that stuff. Like now when I'm entertaining and like people always talk about preaching, like I feel like I spread a good word. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that to me is preaching. I don't feel like preaching is necessarily being in a pulpit and God said, but like my podcast, educating folks, sharing stories, being vulnerable, talking about therapy, talking about marriage and talking about parenting, being a brother and to black men and respecting my women. And like, that's me is preaching.
Yes.
You know
I love it.
Yes.
Show button.
Yeah. Oh, my button. I forgot my button. So no, man, just find out what it is you enjoy, man. Like very lazily do what you enjoy doing, man. Like that's how you find your passion, man.
Right.
I was just joking.
That's how you find it.
That's how you figure it out.
You know what? You do want to do that. You gotta have some drive with you too. Like you have to mix the relentlessness with the laziness. You know what I'm saying? Like you still gotta be able to work though.
Yes.
Guys, if you're just now tuning in, we are the award-winning
Yes.
podcast.
Not your average.
And we are here with B-Daht.
Yes.
And AKA Brian. And he done took you through there, y'all. He done told you everything you need to know about him. From here, you got to DM him.
Yeah, that part.
But at the end of the day, thank you so much for your time. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you all for tuning in to watch the episode. And you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with Nacho.
We're Nacho.
So we'll go ahead and take it.
All right, so talk about this new season. This is season 3, and we got a clip we about to play. If you didn't know,
nope.
Me either.
Nope.
If you did,
horrible.
I was trying to catch it.
I know.
I was like, I don't want to look. I want to remember it this time. But go ahead and give us an introduction of your new season on your new podcast.
No. You did decent, Hus.
I was trying.
I'm gonna give you an A for effort.
I know that.
It's IDK. Just like the IDK. Because I didn't know. Like again, when George Floyd got killed, this is how I always tell folks. When George Floyd got killed, I just started seeing irregular, just things that just didn't look right on the east side of town and the west side of town, just on the most basic level. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to the west side of Greensboro, the lawns is manicured. When you're on the east side, it's trash, you see it everywhere.
Most
like
definitely.
I didn't understand that.
Yes.
So I started seeing things about systemic racism and just like, wow, what are these words? And so I just started, and somebody suggested a book called The History of the United States. In that book, it talked about Christopher Columbus and how visceral of an individual he was and a rapist and freaking racist and killed people. And he was horrible. And I was like, damn, like, yeah, like when they introduced Christopher Columbus to us, like they gave us a nice little cute song in 1492. I'm like, wait a minute, this dude is hard. He's Hitler. This dude is Hitler. So how does he have a holiday? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I would just be on my Instagram like, yo, I didn't know this. and maybe you didn't either. But did you know that Christopher Columbus was just as mean as Hitler? Like he was racist and a rapist. And folks be in the comments like, yeah, I didn't know that. And again, this is one of those things where we were talking about earlier. Like you just throwing stuff out there and see what sticks. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just that. I never had a focus of being a historian, or that's not my pet. These are just stories and stuff that I saw that I'm sharing with you. If you find them interesting, I didn't know that George Washington would take the teeth out of his slave's mouth and put them in his mouth because he had halitosis. I had no clue.
Yeah,
I didn't know that a black woman invented GPS, Gladys Mae West. I never knew that. You know, like the way that the Black Panther Party for self-defense was introduced to us was a scare tactic, and that's not what they were about at all. They just wanted to daggone defend black folk, and I'm with that. You know, like, and so from those type things, that's how it started. And Dolly Bishop, who I talked about earlier,
Dolly important.
So, she's now the president of the Black Effect Podcast Network, and she was like, "Yo, we would love to partner with you on your podcast." This was 3 years ago, so I was like, "Bet." So the first year, they gave me a little bag, and that's what made me have to leave Jams. And I gambled. I didn't know what it was going to do. It did 3 million downloads in just February, 28 days.
Wow.
You were trying to do 1 million, not even 1 million.
I want to do 10,000. They told me if I did 10,000 episodes, if I did 10,000 downloads for the month of February, that would have been deemed a success. That's what they told me. And that did 3 million downloads.
All right now.
That's the level we trying to get on.
Okay.
I did. And it's dope because it's a daily podcast in February. They're very short episodes, like 3 to 5 minute episodes. And again, it's just digestible content where it's enough for you to hear something that you may not have known and want to go to your Googles and do your own little research on it. And last season was season 2. We did very well on those. We finished in top 6 in all the Black Effect Podcast Network with Horrible Decisions, All the Smoke, and just like the 85 South Breakfast Club. Like we top 6 with them. That's big, and again, we only do the podcast in February.
Right. That's dope.
So like, one more time. So season 3 was great because we partnered with Nissan. And Nissan has actually sponsored this season. So they're coming through, and we're doing the 29 episodes audio that are played every day on the Black Effect Podcast Network. But we've added 8 visual components with Nissan, where we're talking about STEAM Academy and highlighting HBCU. Black current engineers, HBCUs, things of that nature. So this season is super, super dope. And next season, season 4, I'm very excited because we're going to be traveling more. Like I want to go to Galveston, Texas. I want to go to South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina. Like we actually got a conversation of going over to Africa because they're doing robot dogs over there. So like I'm trying to get them to foot the bill for that.
I know that's right.
But yeah, I'm very excited, man. Like it's a project that is mine.
That's most important.
You know what I'm saying? Like they continue to give me creative control. You know how important that is. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm just really blessed because I did not ever see it when I was just talking in my phone. Like, did y'all know about Christopher Columbus? I never saw.
You was on the song.
I never saw.
You know.
Yeah, I think that was the first example of us knowing that America creates narratives. That if it's everything that's just written in those history books are not valid as they seem to be.
That part. And I just want to say big shout to Tiffany Luard, my manager / producer. Like without her, I would not have. I would be nowhere near where I am. Like as far as scripting and just the process of pre-production, and just she's the one who got me to stop. Like not your phone. We need to get a camera team out here. We need to shoot. And I'm like, all right, well, how much is that? She was shooting up. I'm like, I'm not paying for that shit. Like, I just do it for free. Like, nah, like I know it's a bunch of people that just want to work a B-Daht. They will do it for free. And she was like, yes, and the quality is gonna be, I did it for free. You have to pay for what you know what I'm saying? Like you have to invest in yourself. You have to do it. And that's what, like the podcast festival in Atlanta. Like I'm gonna get y'all that information. Y'all definitely need to break y'all's asses down.
We need them connections in Black Effect. He doing big things over there. Come back and get the city now. Come get us, baby.
They rocking with your boy, man.
Yes, sir.
We need 10,000 downloads, y'all.
So we go. Right. We just want 1,000.
Okay, let me get that.
But we gonna get into a clip right now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Tom. I'm so excited. B-Daht here and season 3 of my podcast.
On today's episode of I Didn't Know, maybe you didn't either,
premieres Thursday, February 1st, wherever you get your podcast, but exclusively on the Black Effect Podcast Network.
See, in seasons 1 and seasons 2, I was randomly sharing facts that I felt should be taught in schools. And we still gonna get that curriculum done, believe that. But after 6 million downloads, season 3, It was more intentional.
That was a good one, y'all.
Nah, man, like each episode for real, man. Like I'm it's a process. You know what I mean? Like, cause I get a bunch of content, a bunch of things, and trying to orchestrate. Like this season, every Monday we highlight a different massacre that took place in the United States. We call it Massacres Monday. We talk about Philadelphia. Philadelphia bombed itself. Like that's the most insane thing. Atlanta, East St. Louis, Detroit. For those, and we got stories of success, stories of allyship, because it's one of those things where I don't want to scare people off. Like, only thing you're gonna hear about this is how white folks was mean to black people. It's not that. Like, there are stories of Peter Buxton, who was the guy the whistleblower for the Tuskegee experiment when they were giving syphilis to black folks. Like the white man that came in and said, "Hey, this ain't right, folks. Like, we need to talk about those too." So again, it's just things that I find interesting to me, and I don't say I want to educate you on this. I want to teach you this. That's never my angle. It's just me sharing stories that I thought were interesting and I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either. And that's the transparency of it.
I love that.
That's what's up. So before we wrap it up, I'm going to some current events.
Okay.
Because you heavy on social media and what's going on. So we'll first start with the Grammys. What you think about the Jay-Z speech, Killer Mike winning the album of the year, and also getting arrested?
If that ain't the most Atlanta shit I've ever seen, first of all, like, you know Atlanta. Sadly, I have not even listened to the Michael album in its entirety. I listened to a couple of tracks, but I haven't listened to it in its entirety. But everybody, like all of my partners that listen to music, they swear by it. Here's something else. Maybe I wish I should have said this earlier when you asked me something people don't know about me. Like, I'm not big on music. Like and like people
got a radio station.
Like people get the misconception because I'm so involved in radio and I held that down for so long. But I was in radio because of the entertainment factor, not because of the music. Like I didn't care what we were playing. Like I can do radio on any format because it's not about the music to me. Like I'm in between the songs.
Absolutely.
So from that perspective, but what was
Jay-Z speech?
Yeah, Jay-Z. I don't know, man. Like I guess I get it, but really, you're gonna take your speech to them to do that? Then, like, it's very much giving Kanye West.
It was,
and I was just like, man, I thought we was off that. And I just don't understand all the crazy hate for Taylor Swift. Like, I was not a Taylor Swift fan until
Kansas City.
I swear to God, I was not. Like, and then I'm like, dang, she dating Travis? Dang. But then when people started hating her so much, it made me start saying, just doing my own deep dive. Why
maybe
y'all
you didn't know.
And I'm looking, I'm like, why do y'all hate her? Like, she's just a chick that wants to be a good girl and just have good energy and make good. So I guess haters gonna hate.
Extremely talented young lady. Yes.
Yeah.
Most definitely. You know the infamous Cat Williams interview.
Absolutely.
I heard you say a few words on Cat though, and that was real impressive. But go ahead and share some words.
Yeah, like Cat gave me one of the biggest paydays I'd ever had up until that point. I get another one. I was gonna ask you for your water too.
Can I get a read?
It just look cute for the camera.
But Cat, he came to Greensboro because when you're in radio, you get to open up guys and stuff like that. So I got to open up for Cat. I got to do 5 minutes.
Nice.
And it was super dope. It was at the Greensboro Coliseum. It was awesome. I had a great set. I didn't even get to stay to meet Cat because I had to go into a gig that was actually paying. And I left. Was not expecting any money from Cat. Next morning, Roxy comes. She gave me $750, and she said that was from Cat from last night. He said he appreciate your set. He loved it. I like. He saw my set. He's like, dang, that sucks. Like, dang. Like, but it was just a testament in that time when he was doing the Club Shay Shay joint. That was just my perspective of. Like, I don't know how much is true, how much is false in this interview, but my account is he's a stand-up dude.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can only vouch for people from the way that they affect me.
Most definitely. So how was that when you seen him on Wild 'N Out from the first time when you said did he see your set and then you seen him again on Wild 'N Out?
It was dope on Wild 'N Out just because it's Cat. So whenever any of the legends come back, whenever D-Ray come back, whenever Cat come back, whenever Kevin come back, like it's always like the red carpet is pulled out. Like they the OGs. Like you just always respect them. I don't even necessarily know if he remembered that. I'm sure he does.
It was so long ago.
I mean, not even just so long ago. Like he does 100 cities every year. Like so he has different openers all the time. He blesses everybody. That's the point. So like he didn't give it to me because he knew me and he blesses everybody. Like there's stories of him going to restaurants and being like everybody's tab. Like I got everybody. Just put it on me. Like that's just Cat. Like money is not that. If your biggest gripe is a financial hardship, Cat feel like that should be the least of your concerns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you on set at Wild 'N Out, everybody's family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the vibe. Like again, it's like comedy boot camp. The best young comics of this generation right now are all in one room.
Yeah.
Just making each other laugh.
That's dope.
That shit is gold.
And last but not least, I know we
loved
talked
it.
about the Super Bowl. What you think about Usher and Alicia?
Listen. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you put yourself, because immediately when you say that, I automatically envision my wife on stage.
Right. That's what every black man did.
And it's like, Hush, you better keep your motherfucking hands off my wife. Right? But my wife is not an entertainer. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my wife was an entertainer, then I would understand in that moment, like, there was no sexual chemistry there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're performing. You know what I'm saying? They're performative artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is arguably one of the best performative artists in Usher of our generation, with Alicia Keys, who is one of the most talented artists of our generation, right? So like for the scene, it was on par for the course. But again, whenever we internalize things that happen, we always put our broke persons in them rich people's positions. Right. And we can't do that. Because my broke wife, we're not having the same conversation that Rich Alicia Keys and Swiss. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's different.
It's a different ballgame.
And then Swiss Beastie came out and said, like, y'all tripping.
Yeah, he wasn't even tripping off.
Like, y'all, this ain't no Keke Palmer and her. This
right.
We ain't that. You know what I mean?
Right. That's right. But that's what's up, man. It's been a wonderful episode. Any last words for the people?
Nah, man. Like, again, man, I just appreciate y'all.
Most definitely.
I love you.
I love you.
You know that, like, for real, man. I hope I ain't cursed too much, man. I forgot you were saved. See, it's all up. She still got her tattoos and stuff. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be knowing. Nah, but I just appreciate the extending of the platform. Like, for real. Like, it was very fun, just like I figured it would be. I apologize for being so late. And for the folks that stuck around and listened in the comments, like, those that rock with me, man, like, I just genuinely appreciate it. Like, people that see stupid stuff about me online and ignore it because, you know, it's bull. Like, I appreciate that. People that comment on it or put their little comments or their little spin on it, I see all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, Brian is very insecure at times. So Brian be all in the comments. Yeah. B-Daht could give a damn what y'all say. B-Daht is super successful.
That part.
They come the course come out of it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, B-Daht could give a damn. Talk your talk. But again, so like, those are demons that I that's my conflict, my own. But I see everything. Like, I see the love and it's genuinely appreciated. I see the hate and that's equally appreciated because haters gonna pay double the attention because they gotta know what the hell to hate on.
That's right. That's right. Most definitely.
Like,
most definitely.
So thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for the love. I'm nowhere near done. And let's just keep making
Let's get started, baby.
Absolutely.
Let's get started. Hey, ladies, any last comments before we go to the announcements?
I just got a couple of people that's commenting. Then we'll pass it to the ladies. Evangelist Kara said, Nacho Average has done it again. Latina says dope. T Nice Rose says great interview. Dot, keep being you. Keep being you.
Can't be nobody else. Everybody else taking.
Absolutely. Shout out to Sasha Wood. She's one of the ghosts in the city. We love her. She keep that fashion thing on drip and so much more. And shout out to Shakita Good. That's my cousin. But
okay, Shakita Good. That name sounds familiar.
Somewhere nursing. She's a nurse.
Hey, Christina.
Hey.
Man, that's my dog. Like, that's my, like, I'm talking about. Yo, Christina is my dog. We go back to Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about 13, 14 years old. You dig? Like, I told y'all I caught a felony charge. So to do my
community service.
I did my community service at the Boys and Girls Club, and that's where I met Christine and a bunch of folks that changed my life. Miss Mary, just a bunch of people that really just changed my life in that space, man. So Christine has always been like family and just love to me. So it's nothing. Yeah, that's family.
Yay.
Shout out to Liz.
They call you Liz up here, Christina.
I'm calling her Christina now. Christy. So I just want to say thank you for what you have done for the city. I used to listen to you on my way to school in the morning.
Yeah.
Right, I know.
People always think that's a compliment. It's not. I used to listen. Baby, grown tail, married with kids. I used to listen to you. Shut your ass up.
That's me. That's me. I used to call in repeatedly trying to win some tickets.
God.
And I'd be like, I know they hear this phone ringing.
Don't just be seeing the lights.
The light
like that.
blinking.
Yeah.
We're not even doing that right now, ma'am.
But one of my favorite things about the 3 Live crew is that y'all allow people to come and spend time with y'all. And so for my birthday, one time I called up there and I said, I just want to come see y'all for my birthday. And he was like, you can come, but you got to bring some biscuits. And I was like, okay. Yes. Like, well, it's my birthday. But I came up there, yes. And they was like, we'll let you in, but did you bring the biscuits?
Y'all don't understand. We be hungry up there. I swear. Let me tell y'all something right now. Y'all can get anything y'all want from Roxy and Drink. Anything. Just take them breakfast.
That's it.
I swear to God. You pop up with some Waffle House just on the hunt. Like I just want to be a blessing. Y'all. You know what? They got some tickets over here. I promise y'all.
Yes.
Listen, that worked. You wouldn't have got in, I bet you had them biscuits.
I did have them biscuits. And they didn't eat them.
We did?
No. Y'all said it was cold.
Damn.
We got into it a little bit, but it's okay. Yes, sure was. I was like, it's my birthday.
And you were in the studio.
I was in the studio.
Thank you very much.
And it was an amazing experience. So thank you so much for what you do for our community, the city, for other brown boys like yourself growing up who don't get to see themselves on TV. That's from small towns like ours, for our sons, you know, for everybody in that generation. So we appreciate you for sure. And keep rocking out. You know what I'm saying?
Zero plans on stopping.
Hey.
I appreciate that love.
Yes.
Wendy.
Well,
Wendy, you got any last words?
Yes, I do. But what I wanted to tell you is just keep going on this journey like you're doing, because the main important thing is the journey.
Facts.
A lot of times we always think about where we're trying to get to, but we're not paying attention to the journey. A lot of things God wants us to learn on the journey, people to meet and everything, and people to impact like you're doing. So just keep doing what you're doing on this journey. I'm proud. Yes. I'm so proud of you, Brian.
Thanks, Wendy.
I don't want to get emotional, but I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And you know I love you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Love you for life. You know that.
Yes.
They're gonna kill me for this, but I had a comment.
What's up?
Keep on educating through your personality and being funny, because people may think like, oh, B-Daht funny is on the web, but I learned so much watching those videos, and I'm like a low-key nerd a little bit. Right. So I'm like, dang, I know that. Right. But keep on doing your thing and educating through comedy. Right. Keep doing it.
That's the only thing I know.
One of the dopest things in the world, because being in class with your funny, cool teacher and being in class with your boring, dry eyes teacher is the big difference. Right. You know what I mean? So keep doing that.
No, that's real.
Education.
Thank you, man.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. So let's get into some announcements. That's right. They couldn't have said it as best. Yeah.
Now this Sunday we're gonna have a bake sale. Now y'all remember, y'all come down there with your pound cakes and your cookies, okay?
That's right. That's right.
Not them fudge brownies, you know now.
Most definitely. So I got my brother in the building, the one and only Dr. Gene Blackman.
That's what it is over there that wasn't helping me. You did give me Bill Ross.
Okay.
Now, why do I know that name? Your name sounds very familiar.
Because he's Dr. Gene.
Gene Blackman, North Side, cut hair with barbecue.
Okay.
Brought us on a few times.
Yes, okay.
And you was talking about you was gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm nice in that. I'm nice in that.
But you didn't do it.
I mean, that's where I get down at. Let's be clear. The rednecks.
Yes.
So Gene has an event. So we highlighting the event for tonight. So go ahead and tell the people what's coming up. Kim, you go ahead with the flyer.
Every third. Oh, okay. Appreciate that.
Yeah. You're welcome, Gene. I got you.
Production over here, my boy.
Okay. Production.
Every third Sunday, we're gonna have a men's check-in. It's a men's fellowship. We know we have to do a men's check-in because women and men go through a lot.
Yes.
But we tend to find a lot of healing spaces for women, whether they take advantage of it or not. We see a lot of women's empowerment things and a lot of healing spaces for women. But for men, we really don't have a lot of healing spaces. We really don't have a lot of opportunities to really check in and talk about things that we're going through or things that we've seen. And we need that. We need that. Like, we really hold in a lot as men. And we want to kind of break that mold, and men can come together, talk about challenges and concerns, talk about mental health issues, opportunities and resources, and then the responsibility that we have as men in our community.
Now that's dope. And I just would like to just jump in and say, I don't know if we don't have enough spaces, but I don't know if we have enough men that are vulnerable enough to attend those spaces. You know what I'm saying?
What I've learned with dealing with men in situations like this, if the spaces are there and it really feels non-judgmental,
right,
men are gonna,
facts,
you know what I'm saying?
Facts, agreed.
Really
like I got a chat. It's called No Ma'am, and it's only husbands.
All right.
Like, it's just all husbands. It's like 130 of us in there, but like maybe 30 dudes just talk all the time. And it's really a safe haven and space for men to just, we talk sports, you know what I'm saying? Like we share stock tips, we share gambling tips, you know what I'm saying? They show their guns off to each other, you know what I mean? Like, and once a month, like, I don't know how many folks are with group me, but you can put like different topics. So we'll have a topic like, we just had an anniversary, me and my wife. So the topic for this month was like, what's anniversary ideas y'all got? You know what I'm saying? Like, so folks just throwing those joints in, like, what's goals you have for your marriage this year? You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're on the main thread, we talking trash, you know what I'm saying? I hope your Cowboys suck every year, you know what I'm saying? There's also that space where you could go in and we could still continue to feed that husband fellowship. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I love what you're doing like that. I'm gonna definitely make sure I pass the flyer to that group too. Just so you know what I'm saying? Like, you said every third Sunday?
Every third Sunday, yes, 10 a.m. 2006 Phillips Avenue, Prestige Barber College. Iron sharpens iron.
Yep.
I know for myself, man, I've gotten some of the most impactful information from men. You know, me being a barber, you know, I excuse me, I'm cutting hair, and you know, I may have clients that drop like jewels all day long. So I just want to make sure that we're pouring into other men, we're pouring into each other.
Like, I ain't gonna hold you, and you just gave me an idea, not to go too far off on what your vision is, but you're so right in the idea that the barbershop for us men is a super safe haven, right? Like, if y'all did this type of event at a barbershop at that same time, because it serves a dual purpose. Because I think what's important is having kids there, or not kids, but having younger generation there and an older generation.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And what other place to get that merger where it doesn't feel like you're doing anything extra?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at a barbershop, we supposed to be in here with the OGs and the young cats anyway. So like, that's
absolutely
versus us having to go to it. Not to take away from what your vision is, but when you say Black men in particular are more likely to come to spaces where they don't feel like they're doing work. That's the main thing with us and our demographic. We have to make sure that we put the candy in the medicine.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to doctor it up in a way where you don't even realize you're about to get some education. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to hit you with this little, I didn't know, maybe you didn't need a little jingle, a little joke up front, and then bam, did you know this? Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how, like, that's the way to be impactful. Like, just not a deterrent, but the moment you said 10 a.m. on a Sunday, I'm like, gosh, like, if I'm out partying on Saturday, am I going to want? Well, but if I can get a haircut, you see what I'm saying? Like,
I got you, bro.
I'm serious.
That's
That's
got
like,
you, bro.
we're gonna go to this, and then you in there, and we just so happen to have different conversations, different topics. Like, that might be somewhere else you can take it.
Absolutely.
I received that, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
But I love the idea regardless. Third Sundays, 10 a.m. Please give me the flyer so I can make sure I promote that.
Appreciate
I'm
that.
totally with that.
And teenagers
Awesome.
are welcome as well. Like,
Yes.
we want to pour into the young men as well. So bring your teenagers out.
I got one teenager for you right
Bring
here.
them
Can't
on.
wait.
Bring
Can't
them
wait.
on.
I'm telling you, man. Like, I went to one. They had one of those same type deals at the YMCA in Kernersville, and it was older gentlemen, younger gentlemen, and it was just dope because we were in there talking about getting colonoscopies, or what's them joints called? I don't know.
Colonoscopy.
Those, you know what I'm saying? Like, and again, as you can tell by the way I just pronounced it, I'm very ignorant to that. So I was like,
Yeah.
so wait, so where's your prostate? Like, for real, like, because like, but you feel embarrassed not knowing, so you just don't say anything.
Exactly.
Deadly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you keeping that ignorance in.
Yeah.
Let that ignorance out so you can educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, but so many times, especially men, it's a knock if you don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we have to remove that stigma, dog. But yeah,
Have to,
I'm in
yeah.
full support of that.
Absolutely. Appreciate that.
I love
Appreciate
it.
that. Appreciate the opportunity to talk about it too, y'all. Really appreciate
Yes.
Sunday. So the third Sunday of this month is this upcoming Sunday, 10 a.m., 2006 Phillips Avenue, Prestige Barber College.
Love it.
All right, for the next announcement, y'all already know what time it is. I Am King is coming April 13th, 2024 on a Saturday. It's the Breakfast and Blazers. The Brunch and Blazers. I'm sorry. I Am King event, man. We got some big dogs on there. We're honoring Michael Miller. We're honoring Travis Shaw. We're honoring Corey McCann. Also, Quadri Heat. K9 will be on the men's panel. We got Gavin Williams on the men's panel. Chris Stacker. Joseph Jackson. He got a fight coming up next month as well.
All right.
We're going to do the red carpet for that.
I'm with that.
Yeah, so we got Buster Brown on there. We got Mike Clark on there. We got Gerald Roberts on there. We got Donald Moore. And we got my man, Gerald Rank is on that thing, man. Shout out to Big Drink. We got Zelson Mandela. He'll be a presenter that night. And we got Al Thomas that'll be the keynote speaker. And I got my brother, the one and other, the mayor gonna be in the building. Yes, host Dr. Gene Blackman be hosting that thing with us, man. So it's be a great event, man. Get y'all tickets now on Eventbrite, or y'all can get them from us. We got tangible tickets as well. B-Daht was gonna be on that thing, but he's so busy. We got to catch him on the next one.
Yeah,
man.
That's a strong.
We know we got his love and
man.
support, though.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna promote that too, man. That's
most definitely. But y'all get y'all tickets on Eventbrite right now. If y'all got any questions about the event, you can reach out to me in the DM or hit up Elizabeth Rankin, also Gene Blackman as well. So if y'all got any questions, hit us up. But we'll see y'all April 13th. We're gonna be promoting this thing, so just stay tuned. Thank y'all for the love and support. It's been a good one, man.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, B-Daht.
Yes.
See me, right?
You might have a permanent seat here. All right.
He's
doing better than I thought.
Roxy,
I
you trying to
did.
take your seat?
I was feeling it. I was like, wait a minute.
You a big rock.
Hey, Rob, we can paper rock
You a
scissors
big
for.
rock.
Always lose the paper rock scissors. Oh, shut up.
I got your back, Rock. I got your back. I got your back, sister. Okay, y'all. So thank you again for tuning in to Not Your Average Podcast. We're going to try to wrap this up pretty quick because we held y'all long tonight.
Sorry about that, y'all. I'm a little long-winded.
Yes, I'll be that fault. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yes, if it's your first night here on Nacho, we want to say welcome and thank you so much for tuning in to Not Your Average Podcast. Each and every Monday night, we give away $25 to one lucky viewer who decided to share the live. If you have shared the live and we were able to catch it, we've added you onto our Nacho wheel. If you have not shared the live, this is the perfect time to do so because we're going to go over our Nacho quote and then we're going to spin the wheel and give away $25. 25. Yes, sound effects.
Did I put my name on the wheel?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What you mean? That's some bull, man. They want to give my spot to Roxy Big Head Self. They don't want to put me on the wheel. Bull, man.
I'm just saying. You was talking a little junk. I might have to cut your mic.
Come on, man. That's your cut my mic.
Okay, so before we go over the wheel list, I do have a quote today, and this is a little inspired by you. Okay. And it says, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail.
Yes. On my Wild and Out audition?
Yes.
That's pretty rude.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought it was a little inspirational.
Didn't know we was doing that on the outro.
I thought that was pretty inspirational.
No, that's a fact, though. I agree with that 100%, man. If you fail to plan, you definitely plan to fail. 100%. Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you. Okay, so
nasty work.
Well,
nasty work.
You kept pressing my button, so I had to come in through the back door.
Sir, I hope your home got clean at home. That's what I'm hoping for you.
I hope it is the opposite.
I know what that means.
Okay. All right, y'all. So let's go over the names on the wheel. If you do not hear your name and you know that you shared the live, put it in the comments. We can add you to the Nacho wheel.
We can tell.
Yes, we can tell. We go back and look. Never mind. Okay, so.
I don't know what you tell. Liar.
Okay, yeah. We're going to call you out next week. All right, so from the top, we have Stephanie Finley, Deanna Wright, Brian Is that you? I didn't catch it till I said it. I was like, wait a minute.
first time in history, in Nacho Average podcast history, that we ever put the guest on the wheel.
On the
He
wheel.
has made history today, guys.
I got a backup page. I got a fence.
Yes.
I got a fence to my boy.
First and last time.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so we have Dana King, Michael Chestnut, Latia Reese, Malik Good Vibes, Activist Pressure, and Elizabeth Christina Rankin. Sorry, sis. She on there. Okay. He won it so bad, but if he wins, we're gonna make him spin it again.
Oh my gosh! I hope I win it twice. Then they have to give me.
He said, "I hope I win it twice."
Then they gotta give me 50, double or nothing.
I cannot stand you.
Come
Okay, so let's add it. Oh, T Nice. Okay, so let me tell you something about T Nice Road, B-Daht. She sells paparazzi and she is the bomb.
She sells paparazzi.
Paparazzi accessories.
What do you mean she sells paparazzi? Oh.
Accessories, yay.
She accessorizes.
Yes, she does. Okay, run it off to me again.
So T Nice Road.
God, where all y'all come from? Y'all just messing up my numbers. Y'all was hating this.
Okay.
Y'all was sharing up. Lying. We're gonna go back and see too. It don't matter because I'm going in.
B-Daht, one of them, my mama.
Except you, mama.
Jean, I know darn well.
You're the only one I believe, mama.
Shakita Good. That's because.
Why does that name sound familiar to me?
Look, it was this one for me. Where is it at? That's what I was just about to put up on here. Like, I know.
Don't show him out. He's 25 today. Now.
Look at y'all. It be your own people. It be your own people.
He up here still using his phone. This is rigged as that Super Bowl, man. I'm telling y'all.
No, this is the most fairest thing out there right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Is this not your will? Yep.
None of that matters, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm about to win. Y'all. I feel it. Y'all gonna be so mad at Brian McLaughlin.
Y'all have 30 seconds.
I'm gonna be a little.
What up, sis? Shout out to Keidra Coleman.
There you go.
Thank you for putting the information in the chat, Keidra. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you, Keidrian.
Thank you, baby.
Hey,
it's Love Week.
Okay.
It is Love Week.
Love is in the air.
Roxy and Drake got an event Wednesday. We got to show up too. Yeah.
What they doing?
Okay.
I'll get you the information once you spend the wheel.
Oh wow! I didn't even know.
Man, I knew.
You
listen,
late.
I knew when I used to tune into the radio when I heard certain parts of the show, I was late.
Yes.
That's how people think. Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Yes, I was thinking about back in the day, listening to the radio today, and about how I used to have to get the cassette tape and put the little piece of tape over it just to record a song or something that I've been calling all day
please
for.
Play Bone Thugs and Harmony.
What's all that was
Play first of the month.
What's all that was like, girl, we got it. It's coming up. Like, stop calling.
I know that. And now that I've been on that side, I'm like, oh my gosh, man. Please.
That's funny.
We're not going to play it. We're not playing it. It's not in the system. I don't control that. Stop asking me.
Leasia Williamson.
Go Google it, girl. Oh, who else? No, we ain't adding no more names.
That's the last one.
Tune in next week. Shit,
Who was the last one?
Y'all trying to mess up my odds.
Okay, we're messing up the odds.
Now,
Okay.
goodbye. See you next week.
Right.
Oh my God, they add another name.
Okay, it's closed.
Now closed. Now shit.
Y'all know I'm the bad cop when it comes to the wheel. I'll be ready to go eat. I'll be ready to go home and eat.
That part. Speaking of eating, everything closed now, ain't it?
Yes. I was trying to get me a little bowl.
Was.
Missed it.
God almighty fire.
All right. Let's get it, y'all.
Yes.
Let me see. I'm trying to find the sprinkles.
Oh, let me tell y'all something, man. These people. These people.
I'm gonna stay over here and I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, you ready?
Let's go.
Okay,
all right, so it's going through now.
Right. Big bucks, no whammies.
Yes.
No whammies. No whammies. Evangelist Carol. Evangelist Carol.
Okay, announce the winner.
Big shout to Evangelist Carol.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in, Miss Carol, Miss Evangelist Carol Cubbage.
Now you know what you're gonna do, Evangelist. You're supposed to give that now. You'll be a blessing. My cash out is entertainment. Oh.
I am screaming. Go ahead and let it out. You might get some.
Entertainment B-Daht. Man,
Okay.
they ain't gonna spell B-Daht right. Nobody ever spells B-Daht right. It drives me crazy. It's not HD. Spell it. What is that?
Ain't it
D-A-H-T?
B-A-H-T?
Yes.
Yes.
D-A-H-T.
I did spell it right.
You
'Cause
did,
Guess what
you
I
did.
did? I went and looked before I posted it because I'm one of them.
Yes.
And
And
look,
look,
like she can't
People
even
always
spell
spell it B-Daht, and it drives me crazy.
And I
Ooh,
was not
be the
good at
head.
it.
Yeah.
I can see that.
They always do that.
Yeah.
Somebody did it right there. Keep being you, B-Daht. Thanks a lot.
It's a thought, y'all.
A-H is phonetically accurate. A-H is R.
Oh.
R sound.
Oh,
Yeah, like B-D-O-T, but I ain't want D-O-T, so I just changed the O into the A-H. So B-Daht,
that's good.
not B-Daht. Then they put B-D-H-A-T, B-Daht. That one really burns my grits.
I double checked that just because it was you.
Yes.
I swear I did.
Yes. So, in a major show.
B-Daht.
Yes. Congratulations, Evangelist Carol Cubbage, for winning $25. And you know what? We're gonna get some emails tonight about that button.
Like, please, cancel the clap button. Nope.
Well, I just want to say, and that's on Dot.
Okay, and that's on
Yes.
Dot.
Hey.
Not the hat.
So, one more question. Did you have a good time tonight with Not Your Average Podcast?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
In the back.
Had a ball. Definitely would suggest it to my friends to give it 2 stars up. If it was a Netflix
Ooh,
little
2
questionnaire
stars.
thing. Yeah, because they do 2 stars. Did you like it or did you really like it?
No. That's all that matters. Will, go ahead and take us on about it.
Oh man, it's been a wonderful show, man.
Yes.
Thank you for coming out. We appreciate you.
Sure,
Keep
man.
doing your thing. We love what you're doing for our city, for you, your family, man. We support you 1,000%, and we can't wait to see what you got down the line for us, man. So salute to you, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Came a long way.
Respect.
Long way.
Oh, last thing I did say I was gonna announce this. I'm done.
Oh yeah,
April. Let's see. Never mind. I'm not gonna announce because y'all got something else going on. The reason why I can't do that event is something happening in April. But it's gonna be something big. I'm bringing it to Winston-Salem. CP3. Me and Chris Paul teaming up and doing a AAU tournament.
Ooh.
Yeah, Winston-Salem State, April 12th through the 14th.
Oh.
And it's a highlight or an introduction to HBCU culture. So I'm gonna have
That's
a bunch
dope.
of
I love
HBCUs,
that.
their bands, cheerleaders, that type vibe.
I mean, you need Nacho down there. You know.
Definitely could use Nacho
Absolutely.
down there. Definitely could use Nacho down there. Either the championship game on,
that
on
14th.
Sunday
14th.
or kickoff on that Friday. Whichever
I'm
one.
out. We
That sound
we
good.
champions,
We
baby.
always
We going
do
for that 14th.
Say less. Say
Yeah.
less. Say less. The champion.
Hey, my friend.
Sing it.
We are the champions.
So y'all don't know the words.
Nacho choir, baby.
No.
That was obvious.
I
right?
thought it said the same thing 2 times and then.
No, we are the champions, my friend. We'll keep on fighting.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We are the champions. We are the champions. We are the champions.
And it's just like that, y'all.
Oh wait, one more thing. You were speaking about Roxy and
Oh, yeah,
Drake.
she didn't text back, so I don't it's too late. Yeah.
Okay,
Just
sorry.
tune in the morning.
Put you on
She
blast.
gonna- She gonna shout it out in the morning, y'all.
Yeah, and
On
please
102.
keep supporting. I was about to say 3 Live.
3
Please
Live
keep
on
supporting
Drink on the Rocks now, baby.
They need
Yes.
the support as much as more than ever. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
their jobs are contingent on ratings. So the more y'all are listening, the better, and the more the more stability
Yes.
they have there. So support my brother and sister, man. They got great content for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take the aux cord out every once in a while.
Yeah.
That's
Go
right.
aux
Yeah.
cord at 10. You can go aux cord at 10.
Yeah.
6 to 10, anything before 10, man. Make sure you're rocking out the Drink on the Rocks for sure.
That's what's
Absolutely.
up, man. It's been real. I'm your main
Yes.
man, William Hussey 365.
Gene Blackman.
I'm your girl, the Ashley Good, better known as Ash Bash in your city.
B-Daht here, Hunglo Jenkins, aka Tuck It in My Sock, wrap it around my waist 2 times. It don't shrivel in the poop.
I don't know what to say after that. Okay. Well,
How do you even go after that? How do you even go after that?
I was on my son's looking at me. My son looking at me.
He like, yeah, mom, I dare
He
you.
like, whatever you
I
say,
dare you.
I'ma say it right. Kids, just say something worse later on.
Right. Wendy got your back. Come on.
So yes, I am Kimberly Hussey, also known as Miss Chewy Monroe, the city's little sister.
Oh, keep it going. Keep it going.
And I am Wendy Armstrong, also known as Wendy HLP.
And we are
Nacho Average Podcast.
It's been a real one. Y'all see y'all next week, same time, same place, and it's just like this.